What is up, chat? Welcome to the stream. Got some stuff went down. Some stuff went down, okay? So we got the release today of the Keizer Police report after they did their investigation, and yeah, there's some stuff in there that's not looking too good for the boys over at Bricks and Minifigs. Ooh. Yeah, just we're gonna go over it. Just gonna wait for these guys to return. They're doing some stuff or is getting some sustenance in them. What's up, Rachel Linder? See a few new people in the chat. See some old. Appreciate you guys all joining me here tonight. Should be a fun one. Yeah. This is I think just another nail in the coffin for these guys, right? If you guys haven't seen the report or haven't seen BBQ Counselor put out a pretty good video on it. Yeah. This is, it's not good. I haven't gone through the entire, I didn't get a chance to go through the entire thing. We will go over through the entire thing tonight. But at least from some of the preliminary stuff I saw, just skimming through it, I was like, oh, I was like, oh no. Yeah, this is not look good for these guys. So let me just go ahead. We'll go ahead and get right into it. Right. And then, depending on time, if we got time, maybe we'll go through. Well, I also wanted to go through some of the photos, right? I have those queued up. The photos from both Brandon and Crystal, because I thought it's relevant to this, right? So this is the Keizer Police Department offense incident report, right? So you see the date is December 30th, 2024, right? Event start date. Bricks and Minifigs has the address of the Keizer store. Primary reporter is Jennifer Starnes. Now, if you guys remember one of the police reports we saw with Starnes. So, what's up, Relic? Welcome, buddy.
¿Qué pasa?
Welcome back. Here it is. We're about to get into it.
All right. So this is when he talked to the whore officer.
This is Starnes. Yeah. So remember, Starnes was the one that also was in that police report, that infamous police
is this
report.
The Sandy whore or the Provo whore?
No, this is the Keizer Police Department.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
This is Keizer. This is Salem Keizer. So if you remember, Jennifer Starnes was the one that spoke to Josh. You know, that infamous police report that with Josh where he was just like, well, I was going to give him his Legos back, but then, he kept calling the store, so I'm not going to give him his Legos back. The one that made him look really bad. And
Yeah,
then
it's
he
like
lied to
that's not how
CoffeeZilla
this
about it.
works. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, friggin' idiot. So here we have on December 30th, 2024, at approximately 4:12, I responded to the front counter of the police department to speak with Brian Mansell regarding a theft. Mr. Mansell informed me that he and his father own a large collection of Lego sets valued at a significant amount of money. He mentioned that many of the sets are vintage and difficult to find. As his father is getting older, they decided to explore options for selling the Lego sets and collections. Mr. Mansell chose to work with Bricks and Minifigs, located at 3670 River Road North. Mr. Mansell explained that he entered into a contract with Crystal Law, who was the manager and owner of the store at the time. He stated that the contract was signed on November 22nd by Crystal Law on behalf of Bricks and Minifigs. The agreement, and I guess it has a reference here to the exhibit, right? The agreement stated the contract was signed on specified that Mr. Mansell's collection would be sold in the store with a portion of the profits going to the company. Mr. Mansell would retain ownership of the product until it was sold, and Bricks and Minifigs would be responsible for any shortages, losses, damages, etc. It says Mr. Mansell mentioned that Crystal Law lost ownership of the store, presumably due to a lack of payment, and that the business was transferred to quote unquote Brandon Best. Mr. Mansell stated that he tried to contact Mr. Best to discuss the contract, but Mr. Best claimed to have no knowledge of it and insisted that Mr. Mansell's products were no longer in the store. Mr. Mansell disagreed, asserting that he has rare sets still in the store and that people he knows have gone in to confirm their presence. Video footage is JAS3. He noted that his sets were marked with yellow sticker on the box or a white tag on the minifigures to avoid damaging the product. Mr. Mansell provided me with a detailed inventory list outlining which sets were in his possession, which sets were in the store, and which sets had been sold. He mentioned that his lawyer sent a letter via certified mail to terminate the contract with Bricks and Minifigs. According to Mr. Mansell, the contract required that the products be returned to him within 10 days, but this return did not occur. Mr. Mansell informed me that at one point, Ms. Law took some of the sets home after the business was broken into, as the premises would not be secure until repairs were completed. He confirmed that she later returned the sets to the store and he recognized them when he saw them there. However, when asked if he verified that all the sets that were supposed to be there were indeed present, he replied that he did not check all of them, but the expensive sets were in the back of the store. Okay. I spoke with Brandon Best, who mentioned that he believed the contract was with Crystal Law and not the company.
So is this the investigating officer?
Yeah, this is
because they did attempt
officer.
to do an investigation.
Yes. Yeah. So so this is, you can see it was Jennifer Starnes and her supervisor Kevin DeMarco on this paperwork. Mr. So where was I? Recognize him. I spoke with Brandon Best, who mentioned that he believed the contract was with Crystal Law, and not the company itself. Mr. Best claimed that the company had seized everything in the store as part of their assets and stated that Ms. Law was no longer a franchise owner because she owed a substantial amount of money. I found out that Ms. Law began taking items to her car, claiming that they were on consignment. Okay. So here's the problem, right, with what Brandon says here immediately. The video where Crystal is not taking anything but her own personal belongings to the car. So there we have Brandon's first lie in this police report. Okay. And well, not his first, because remember, they also talk about how he basically, hey, the contract was between Crystal. He didn't know anything about it. That's so actually this is his second lie, because remember, it was mentioned to him in the video as well, in front of Kai McAllister, who said that Brandon would be taking over that consignment.
Yeah.
And Brandon didn't say shit. He didn't say it
at all.
Didn't say a single thing, didn't object to it, just sat there. Right?
Yeah.
So it says, I also spoke with Ms. Law, who told me that she had been escorted out of the business by Brandon Biss and had not returned since. She said the corporate had informed her that they would discuss the future of the store with her, but upon arrival, they stated they would be taking over the store. Surveillance video of this interaction is stored in evidence under JAS4. When I asked Ms. Law if the company allowed consignments, she replied that there was no explicit rules against them and mentioned that she had discussed this with corporate, who had given her the green light. Ms. Law noted that when corporate took over the store from her, she brought up Mr. Mansell's collection and claimed they assured her that they would handle it. I asked how someone could identify items from Mr. Mansell's collection, and she explained that she placed tags and yellow stickers on the figures and boxes to indicate which items belonged to Mr. Mansell. Furthermore, she stated that she has a legal case against the company and intends to pay Mr. Mansell if the case is resolved favorably and she receives any money. So there you have Crystal corroborating what Brian also told this officer. Updates. Thank you.
Report, right?
Yeah, the police report. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rose, for the 2. Appreciate you.
Solid,
Additionally,
solid.
I found out that Miss Law purchased a franchise unit. Miss Law purchased the franchise unit, assuming all responsibilities, acquiring all associated products that were in the store. I asked about consignments and was told. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, my bad. I contacted Kai McAllister, McNeff, who are the director of operations and CEOs of, obviously, Matt, right? Or Eamon and Matt is CEO. Matt is COO of Bricks and Minifigs, respectively. I learned that Mr. McAllister was on the phone with Mr. Best while Ms. Law was being escorted out of the building. So the person he was on the phone with that night, I don't know if it was Kai the entire time or if it was Eamon, but we know that it was Kai, at least at the point of her walking out the store, right before walking out of the store, that it was Kai.
A question I want to pose is like, do we know what the ramifications are for lying to the police to this level, this magnitude?
Is that a bad thing? That's a bad thing to do. You don't do that. Eso no se hace.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's...
Yo say.
That's, that would be, I mean... I'm not sure. I think perjury applies if it's in a court trial, but it definitely, you could catch a charge.
What was the question again?
If that would be a charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perjuring yourself to the police.
Would it be a charge if you lied to the police?
I believe so. Well, it depends on state too, right?
Yes, you can be charged with the crime for lying to the police, but it depends on what you lie about, whether you are under oath and the specific laws where you are, simply denials during casual questioning may not always be led to separate charges. Lying in specific ways is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Eso no se hace.
Mm-hmm.
No mentions, dude.
So there you go. Dude's straight up lying to the cops.
Casey Anthony got in trouble for that. Remember that shit?
Yep. Yeah.
Saying that the babysitter stole her baby, and they're looking for this babysitter, and the babysitter's like, "Yo, no sabe qué está pasando aquí," you know. And fucking... You remember that shit?
I remember that.
Zanny the nanny, bro.
Yep. The nanny. So, additionally, I found out that Miss Law purchased the franchise unit, assuming all responsibilities, acquiring all associated products that were in the store. I asked about consignments and was told it was an unauthorized franchise practice. Miss Law ceased paying royalties and currently owes the company over $100K. I learned that they terminated the franchise agreement and took over the store, seizing assets and forfeiture. I was told items were set aside that they thought belonged to Mr. Mansell. However, they'd taken inventory of the store the night they took it from Miss Law and did not see many of the items that were on Mr. Mansell's inventory list they received. It appears Mr. Mansell's lawyers and company lawyers are attempting to get everything sorted out and are not communicating well. So, again, the other issue, right, is all the pictures that Crystal took that night, right? No, that stuff wasn't there. Again, the lie that it wasn't there. It was never there. You know, Mr. Mansell called me on January 9th, 2025. He told me Miss Law contacted him and found some of his product at her house. She returned over 230 minifigures and 12 or 13 smaller sets. She also had Cloud City sets, which were returned as well. It's unknown if Ms. Law had these in her possession because she took them from the store that night. She was escorted out, or if she had them all along. I attempted to contact Ms. Law, but was unsuccessful. Mr. Mansell was notified that this case was a civil matter. He disagreed, but I explained to him I did not have enough to proceed on a criminal level. He stated he would continue to work with his lawyers in hopes of resolving the matter. Case closed, right? And then it looks like I think at some point it was reopened. But see, we have the people involved, assist rendered, where was that? Brian Mansell, Crystal Gale. Then we have Hammond McNeff. Gilbert, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Matthew McNeff. They received documents and inventory list, evidence seized, the photos of inventory in store, video footage from inside store and inventory, more video footage, security footage, video of Crystal returning some product, a spreadsheet of Mr. Mansell's storage inventory, relationship addendum. Then we have Amy McNeff, sibling of Matt, Brian Lee Mansell, relationship unknown, Brian Mansell, Crystal Law, property. Okay, let's see. Documents, business, documents, industry, reason for police custody
By the way,
evidence.
is this document like up to date?
So this was back when this was back last year when this
Okay.
was done. It just recently surfaced though.
This is from '85. Shit.
Yes, so it says incident supplement 1 report narrative. Okay. So this is from report date May 1st, 2025. Right? Additional info referred to D8. You know, event start date. So this is when the initial one was around the time the initial one was filed. And it says on May 5th, 2025, I spoke with Brian Mansell, who had more information about this case. Mr. Mansell was displeased that no arrest had been made thus far. And after speaking with me at length about his belief in the criminal nature of this case, he provided me with more photographs. Mr. Mansell told me the photographs he sent were taken the evening Crystal Law was escorted out of the store. Further, in one of the photographs is Brandon Best, who Mr. Mansell said claimed he did not know anything about the consigned sets. This, wow.
There is no U-Haul. There never was. I'll never let that go.
There never was. Yeah.
Oh, that U-Haul.
Yeah. You know, that's
a
not
rental
that's not
car. Gotcha.
Mm.
Yeah, there was a
Explain
rental
to you
car.
about that one.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. Man, shut up.
Este cabrón.
Yeah, bro. Look at this.
Pendejo.
So,
I like the way you said pendejo.
yeah, pendejo.
Pendejo.
Is it?
Because I was
like
gonna
it.
say chingon, but it's like, no, that's a compliment.
It's a
In a way.
No, it's okay.
In a way.
Okay,
No,
so
when I worked at like years past when I was like the grill master at the restaurant, or like I cut the meats, like the Mexican dude's like, "Tu es chingón."
Oh man, why you gotta be like that, man? Why you gotta do me like that, son?
No, but like it was a compliment. They're like, this is the way they said it was good.
Chef's kiss.
All right. The photographs themselves were evidently taken from inside the store by Ms. Law before she left. I looked at the photographs and noted multiple boxes of sets that had a round yellow sticker on the box with a price tag over the top, or just a hanging tag on the separate minifigurines. This is how Mr. Mansell described the display of his sets. He claimed Ms. Law put the yellow sticker and price tag over to differentiate between Mr. Mansell's sets and others.
I want to point something out.
Go ahead.
For personal experience, I gotta tell you guys, police officers hate dealing anything related to retail theft investigations. Like they will avoid it at all costs because usually they can never recover that incident, you know. But like I bet whichever officers like has to go like count freaking minifigures.
It's like,
They're just like, I might as well quit. Like this ain't
yeah,
worth
it's
it.
like,
Oh, man, that'd be me. I'd be like, fuck, I don't.
You mean I
lost
got counted by hand?
Yeah.
I lost count. We can't use a calculator.
Oh, we gotta start again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
They hate dealing with it. Like, you have no idea with how many officers I talked to.
I have
I
an
would
idea.
imagine. So it says here the photos show approximately 17 larger sets, 5 microfighter sets, and 27 minifigures, adding up to what I could see as far as pricing goes. The total value is estimated at over 6,200. Not
And again,
including
what was the date of this? So sorry to.
this one was
Yeah.
May 1st. Or May. Oh, no, May.
But this is
so yeah,
2025.
report date
Okay.
was May 1st of 2025, and it looks like this is the signature date was May 6th.
But when did they check out the store?
So this they had initially checked it out in 2024. This was when
2024.
yeah, this
So
was
like
when
there's already been time for them to do a bunch of crap.
correct.
to
Yeah,
the
there's
store.
more than enough time for that had elapsed at this point. This is when Brian contacted them again after Crystal, I guess, had given him the pictures. So
Mm.
yeah. So let me see. Anyone else knows that Brahman's cover story? Yeah. So I looked at the photographs. I noted multiple box sets. Let me see. Differential for okay, where was I here? I'm not including the microfighter sets and the 18 other figures I could see a price on. One photo shows Brandon Best in the background, who I confirmed via the ring recording of Ms. Law being escorted out of the building. I called Mr. Best and asked him if he knew what happened to the inventory with the yellow stickers after the night Ms. Law was escorted from the building. He stated he was not sure what had happened to everything and added that he hadn't been in charge of the store until the end of March. You fucking liar. Fucking liar.
We need to play like a little jingle or a clip or something every time that happens.
And corporate
Fucking liar,
had
man.
another manager come in and manage the store until the transfer of ownership was complete. Ms. Best, I guess they meant to put Mr. Best, but we'll call him Ms. Best. That's fine. Ms. Best claimed that corporate had seized everything in the store when it was taken over. This motherfucking liar, bro. Look at this motherfucking liar. Check this out.
John, wait. I have an important question for you.
What's up?
Do you know what a haza is?
No.
I can't believe you didn't catch what I was throwing down. It's the Scarface reference, my dog. The fucking haza is a pig that don't fly straight.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Come on,
Right.
My
Chico.
bad.
I'm shocked.
bad.
I thought you would have
My
got
bad.
that.
I
Okay.
messed up. I'm sorry.
It's all right, John. I was calling him a pig.
No, it's not all right. Don't let him off the hook.
Puerco.
Or damn, like,
All right, hold on.
come on.
John,
How do you hold
Check
people
this out.
accountable?
disappointed.
Check this out. Look at this lying ass motherfucker, man.
Do you know what
So,
a haza is?
What
John?
you're saying,
It's a pig that don't fly
I
straight.
know now.
You should have a picture of fucking this guy. What's his name? Brandon on there.
So let me show you guys this. Right? Didn't see any of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is what he
That's a good
claims.
set right there. That's a solid set.
So just to show you guys, I want to
didn't
show you
see
guys
anything.
this, right? So let's go back. These are
No.
Brandon's pictures. Look at what's in the background of Brandon's picture there.
Oh, did he cut shit out? Is that an edited photo? It looks like he
Big
cut
But
shit
look
out.
what's
photo,
back
yeah.
here. See what's back there? That's one of Brian's Lego
Yep,
sets back there. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go a little further. Here's another one of Brian's Lego sets right here. Look at the yellow sticker right there. You see it?
I see it.
These are Brandon's pictures, by the way. Okay.
Oh, Brandon, you stupid son of a bitch.
Look at this right here. That's
That
another
was
one of Brian's Lego sets. He literally took a picture of one of Brian's Lego sets right here. Right here. This fucking retard, man.
You're being too generous a little bit, to be honest. This is like retardation to epic proportions.
Those
Yeah,
are
man.
his pictures.
He took pictures of the evidence.
Those are his pictures. Yes, he took pictures of the evidence.
The evidence.
I'm not
Yep.
saying this is evidence, but these are pictures of evidence.
It's his
Okay.
own shit.
It's like
It's his own pictures.
the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
This is the evidence is us, unless I send you the pictures of them that I took.
There are known knowns, and there are known unknowns, and there are unknown unknowns.
And I don't know which one is known.
What's crazy to me though is
It's
this idea
spaz out.
he's making a scene like outside of the store that night that he wasn't back in there until the end of March. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit.
And
You
I have
know?
no idea. That's it. That's how he ends it and walks away.
Yeah.
That piece of shit, bro. I hate
And
these
that-
people. I hate these
yeah.
merry band of. Never mind.
You
Almost
you
said
know what
something.
sucks? Like in my mind, what's happening? Like every time you say a date, I'm like, oh, like I either
What, like recent?
no, because like for instance, like the March of 2025, I'm like, oh, he was at the, like, he went from my store to this store, did this, and then went back to my store, and like I'm like just remembering like, oh, like after he did this, I talked to him. So it's like just feeling fire in my head of like, oh, while he was doing all this bull crap, like I was having conversations with this guy.
Wow.
So I'm just like, oh man.
Crazy. Yeah, while
He
he's,
got me
while he's
good.
doing all. Yeah, I mean, but look, I mean, he's a fucking chameleon, bro.
Look at him. Just fucking look at
He's a
him,
fucking
bro.
chameleon, bro.
He's fucking fat and ugly. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, C-Man, for the
He is,
$4.99.
though.
Appreciate
He
it.
is.
He is.
It's
I believe
100%.
you.
To set
100%.
to set the timeline, this is the first investigation before they open up what is this, the 34-page 34, yeah, this is the 34-page document. Yeah.
What's up,
Um,
C-Mad? How are you?
Oh, so
How
this
you
is
doing?
already the 34th page? Like we got all pages?
There's 34. This is only the 6th page.
Oh my god.
This is
We're
only
never
the
gonna make
6th
this
page.
shit.
No,
I'll
no,
shut
we're
up,
gonna go
I'll
through
shut
the
up,
whole
I'll shut
thing
up.
tonight.
I'll
We're doing
shut
the
up,
whole
I'll
thing
shut up.
tonight.
What?
Do it
We're gonna
live.
do the whole thing tonight. We're doing it live. We're gonna go.
You shouldn't have invited me.
Why? You technically invited yourself. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're always welcome.
Shut
I
up.
love you, Relic. I love you, Relic.
I know you do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shoot,
Yeah,
I
we
almost
love
said
you here,
something I
man. We
shouldn't
love
say.
Oh, careful.
Anyways.
So,
I was like, I know you do.
I know.
So it
I know.
says-
I know.
all right. So, okay. I advise Mr. Best that if throughout the investigation someone is determined to have committed a crime, an arrest may occur. I also warned him that if the property amounted over $10,000, it would potentially be an aggravated theft. One. I later received word that Joshua Johnson called unhappy that I'd called Mr. Best and spoke to him about potential crimes relating to this case. Josh, do you know what they told me? They said it might be aggravated theft.
Ah, I felt good.
them-
I hope
Call
so.
them
bro.
for me, baby.
I
Call
know,
them for
right,
me.
right, right.
Defend me.
Tears go rolling down my eyes.
Bro, he
I
just like you
can't
said, bro,
stand
he's the wife in the scenario. He told husband Josh to call and defend his ass, bro.
Husband Josh.
You know, he's the woman in the relationship.
He is, dude. You guys have
Yeah.
no
And he
idea.
probably does the most shit too, you know? It's always
Yeah.
like the bitches that do the most crazy shit.
Oh, dude, he was always on the phone.
Yeah.
Always on the phone. Always in some freaking meeting. Planning his next takeover. It was like, dude.
he reminds
Like
me of
he
Randall
was
from
late to
Reset.
every single meeting he's ever set up, by the way.
Word.
Every single meeting I set up with Josh and Brandon, they were late to every single one. Or they rescheduled one and they wouldn't inform me for like hours. And then be like, all right, I'm available now. I'm like, dude, it's been 4
Yeah.
hours.
Huh.
Like, all right, we'll get on tomorrow.
We'll get on.
Freaking wild. So it says here, I called him back and learned he is a franchise co-owner. That is in question, of course, because as we found out later, that might not be the case. Along with Mr. Best, Mr. Johnson told me that the business absorbs all the inventory in the store once it's taken over. Yep, that includes the consignment. You fucking idiot. I asked to see this contract, and Mr. Johnson stated that he would attempt to get me a copy from corporate. See, these motherfuckers, man, the shit that they do, right? Like, you could have just had Brian. You could have taken the copy that Brian gave you that you refused to accept, that they refused to accept, right? Mr. Johnson added that there were many items in the back of the store at the time, but said that the vast majority of them were layaway items. He said that the people would come in and prove they'd put money down for an item and pay the rest to them, and they'd give the customer the item they paid for. Mr. Johnson added that a few of the items matched what Mr. Mansell. So this was that part of the police report. This is all of them now, right? Mr. Johnson, this is from that. This is that one infamous excerpt, right? Mr. Johnson added that a few of the items matched what Mr. Mansell described as his. Those items were set aside. However, due to the claim that Mr. Mansell continues to call the business despite being told not to and encouraging others to do so as well, he does not want to give these items to Mr. Mansell. He added that he also doesn't feel he needs to, since the store's inventory became his once he took it over. I called Mr. Mansell and gave him an update at the request of the Mansell family. Please forward this report to the district attorney's office for review. This shit, right?
It's the same report, I presume, that he said, that he was in
this
emotional
is that part.
duress.
Yeah, and remember, he lied to CoffeeZilla about this particular part and said from this particular report, because it looks like this is all of them basically combined. It looks like, but from this particular one, this is the one. Oh well, you can't take what I said there seriously because I was emotional or whatever it was that he said, and he said he wasn't in his right state of mind. Right, that's what he told CoffeeZilla. It's just like, dude,
so he couldn't be accountable.
Yeah, so
he also said that to the police department too, right?
That's what he said to this lady. That's what he said to this lady. Yeah. It's just like no, man. That's
speaking
out of
my
works.
butthole. My bad. Like,
oh no.
Shut up,
Mr. Dubois.
Freaking slut, Mr. Dubois.
So here's the next part. Here's the next part. It says on May 14, 2025, I spoke with Trinity Jordan, whose firm represents the corporate office for Bricks and Minifigs. I learned that the firm has been trying to resolve the issue between Brian Mansell and Bricks and Minifigs. Mr. Jordan stated that he did not receive an inventory list of items from Mr. Bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking shit.
Dude.
It got emailed. These motherfuckers told him to kick fucking rocks.
Dude, this dude said it on a stream of like, oh, that's great. We got a list, but like we need more documentation, man. Like, suck me sideways, bro. Like,
throw some likes, chat, for some more crash outs. You know you want it.
This is such bullshit. They were in email contact with corporate, right?
Tell them what it is, John.
So
tell them what time it is.
If they didn't get it, it's because corporate didn't fucking forward it to them. You know what I mean? When Brian's
corporate
lawyer,
stopped, like, cut off all communication.
Yes, when Brian's lawyers tried to continue communication with corporate, they told Brian's lawyer to fuck off and said that they considered the matter closed.
Closed or completed or some shit. It's same thing.
No, they consider the matter closed. That's what they told. I
like how
Brian's
they told
lawyer.
the fucking lawyer. The lawyer. Yeah, we think it's over.
Yeah, you know what? It's over because we say so.
That paper's fake.
Behind us. That's
fake. That's a fake document.
We've let it go.
Do you think the lawyers were trained by Josh Johnson?
Maybe, right?
Fake document. Fake news.
Fake document.
It's like, Josh went over there. He's like, follow my lead. Just tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Just tell them to fuck off. They don't deserve anything.
I hate Josh. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. It's because we're talking about him, but I hate that fucking guy. I'm thinking about his voice right now.
He's a bastard. He's terrible.
Who did I say he sounded like? Ooh, it wasn't. He reminds me of somebody, but he sounds like every time I hear his voice, it triggers the fuck out of me. I don't know what it is.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
I hate this guy.
Yogi Bear.
Kind of. Fucking kind of. Oh, it's me.
Shut up. He's like, shut up, you monster tard.
Yeah.
Tell him if he keeps calling the store, they'll fuck off and don't give him
calls
shit.
him and boo-boo. That's
you stole the Legos, bitch. Like,
I know where you stole the Legos.
You stole Legos. You stole Legos. Bitch.
Stupid ass Yogi ass bear bitch ass. Almost said something else. Go ahead. Please
I know, right?
Yeah.
I miss freedom of speech.
Whisker biscuit, butter soft ass bitch.
Yeah, that's a good enough. That'll work.
Yeah. Mr. Jordan stated he did not receive.
Nothing replaces it.
Inventory list of items for Mr. Mansell. There would have been noted which Lego sets were in the store at the time of Ms. Law's departure. Mr. Jordan continued to tell me that the items that Mr. Mansell hasn't been communicating with the firm, which claims to be trying to resolve the issue with Mr. Mansell. In the meantime, Lego sets in the store that could potentially be Mr. Mansell's have likely been set aside until confirmation on whether they are Mr. Jordan stated he would email me with any other information forward with the original and supplements to the DA's office. So, updated disposition. I received notice from the Marion County District Attorney that they will not be proceeding with this case. The reason being is that
Your mic, John.
Can you hear me? I received notice from the Marion County District Attorney that they will not be proceeding with the case. The reason being is that that it is a civil matter and it needs to be resolved between the attorneys already involved. Case closed. So now then we have December 23rd, 2025, right? Where it says the following report contains interviews which were digitally recorded. Those interviews have been summarized below. The purpose of the summary is to render an overview of what was discussed. However, it is not intended to be a transcription of the interviews. It is intended to give the reader a general understanding of what was stated. For exact details of wording, refer to the recordings. Which follows is a synopsis of the incidents based on my observations, recollections, and investigation. This report is not meant to replace or be an exact record of the events. Please refer to any recordings for a verbatim account. Action taken in December 2025. I was assigned to review this case and conduct any further investigation that may be necessary. So it says investigation review, 12/30/2024. Brian Mansell reported to the Keizer Police Department that he had entered into a written contract with Crystal Law on behalf of Bricks and Minifigs, located at 36070 River North in Keizer, to sell on consignment an extensive collection of Lego sets on 11/22/23. Key components of the contract with Crystal Law. Mansell authorized BAM with the right to sell. BAM agreed to
Do
pay.
we get to see the contract?
I mean, I could bring. I've gone over it before.
Okay, never mind then. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, I've gone over it before, so.
We're not reading all that anymore. Like,
Yeah. Mansell BAM agreed to pay Mansell a 65% portion of gross sales to be paid on or before the 15th of each month. BAM shall keep accurate records regarding the quantity sold, and Mansell shall have the right to inspect such records and the remaining inventory from time to time. Consigned merchandise shall remain property of Mansell. Bricks, Bricks shall be responsible for all shortages, losses, or damages to items under their control and maintain adequate insurance to pay for replacement. Mansell shall have the option to cancel the agreement with a 14-day written notice. Bricks shall have the option to correct the problem within 14 days to remedy defaults. The agreements shall be binding on any successors of the parties, okay, which is important. The agreement may be terminated by either party by providing 30 days written notice to the other party. This agreement shall terminate automatically on June 31st, 2025. All unsold Star Wars Legos shall be returned to Mansell within 10 days of termination of this agreement in their original condition. So again, and this is something you pointed out in previous streams, Relic, how they were only a couple months away from Brian basically getting all his stuff back.
2
by default.
So they're 2 months away. Oh, actually, technically 1 month left because it was in
second week of November. I believe
second week of
when all this shit
November
would happen.
Right,
Yeah.
November 14th. So they had a month and a half left because by the time the upcoming year rolls around, there's no more contract.
Yep.
They have to do a new contract.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty freaking convenient.
Yep. Law had ownership of BAM taken over by corporate on 11/15/24. Brandon Best took over management of the store. Mansell contacted Best, who denied any knowledge of Mansell's contract. Bullshit, motherfucker. It's on video. You heard her say it. You didn't acknowledge that. You didn't fucking object to anything when Kai McAllister from corporate said you would be taking over that consignment.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think, because I've heard that this has already happened in corp recently, where somebody claimed that something was AI and then like it dragged out like a case for like another 7 months to verify if AI was used in certain footage? I've heard. I haven't confirmed anything.
So
do you think they they would pull the meme. I'm like, man, AI is getting crazy these days.
Yeah, maybe
Stuff like that.
maybe.
Like I feel like they would just try to do anything to get
Prolong
out of
it.
this. Like, yeah.
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 I mean, we know that there was an AI video made of, Brian, apologizing that was actually Sheldon
Yeah.
with Brian superimposed over him.
Yeah.
Which was pretty funny, which is smart for them to do because obviously it wouldn't be admissible. Yeah.
Well, then you got like the meme videos and shit, but I don't think that'll do anything. Like the American Fork meme videos. The other one, the movie trailer. That one was great, actually.
Yeah. The movie trailer was hilarious. Yeah, it's just all parody. So, but who knows? I could see a scenario where they try to pull that crap, right? The Bricks and Minifigs side.
I was gonna say, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like they might try anything though. Those Legos are Photoshop.
Well, we've already seen that they're willing to do whatever.
What U-Haul? I had a rental car.
What U-Haul? Yeah, it was a rental car. What are you talking about? Yeah, who denied any knowledge of the Mansell's
also
contract.
funny enough, remember, like, why would they need to ever rent a U-Haul if they own a rental car business? By the way.
Oh, that's funny.
They own.
I didn't know that.
Joshua funny. Johnson and Brandon Best own this. Like, they explained it to me. I thought it was like kind of wacky, but they own this type of rental car business.
These two remind me of the two characters of the Riddler and the fucking Penguin from Gotham, but if they went gay for each other, you know what I mean? Like, for real.
So from the movie or from the show Gotham,
yeah,
they actually did that. They made Riddler and Penguin gay.
That's what I'm referencing. Yeah, but Riddler was unrequited. It was unrequited gay love. Like Riddler's like, hell no, get away from me! Like you kill my girl.
Dude, what the frick? Don't touch me, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah. It was like workforce sexual harassment. Really, like Riddler's like, get away from me, bro.
It's like, bro, we kissed once.
That's
okay.
That's what remind me of.
Listen, we had a moment.
Yeah, I was asleep.
We had a moment. That's it.
That was it. That was it. Okay. Wow. It's not gay if it was for 2 seconds.
Yeah. So obviously again another night with Law and Bam, and stated to Mansell that Mansell's items were no longer in the store. That's probably true at that point, right? When they followed up with them because they got rid of all that shit. Best reports that he believed the contract was with Law and not the company itself. It's like bullshit, dude. You knew it was fucking told to you right in front of you by Crystal, and then Kai fucking saying, "Oh, he's gonna take it over. Don't even worry about it." He reports that the company seized everything in the store. Best reports that Law began taking items out of the store. You fucking liar, dude. It's on fucking video. She didn't take shit out of the store. It's on video. This motherfucker is such a liar. It's on video. She didn't take anything out of the store to her car, claiming that they were on consignment, right? And this is the other lie, right? That she took the consignment items out of the fucking store. Well, these are consignment. I'm going to take these with me. Never fucking happened. Never happened. And if it did, show the evidence.
The evidence.
Right? The evidence.
The evidence.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Law reports that she was escorted out of the store by Best and had not returned since. Law reports that she brought up Mansell's collection and said they assured they would handle it. That is true. That is true. Kai McAllister, exact words. We've all heard them. Brandon's going to take over the consignment. Don't worry about it. Bam reports Law purchased a franchise unit and subsequently stopped paying royalties. Bam terminated the franchise agreement and took over the store, seizing assets. Bam reports that the items were set aside that they thought belonged to Mansell. Bam reports they took inventory of the store the night they took it from Law. Really? Really? Yet that never surfaced. It's never surfaced, right? The inventory that nobody has seen, right? That was supposed to be given to Crystal. Where is it? And did not see many of the items on the inventory list they received from Mansell. From their auditor, you mean? The guy that was supposed to be auditing the shit, Brandon? The guy that probably shouldn't have been the one auditing? That guy? The inventory list you received from him? My goodness, man. This is... okay. Try to keep it cool.
Sorry about that. My wife
No,
left
you good.
car
You
lights
good.
on.
No, you good. You good. So, let me see. The night they took over the lot, and then I see. Okay. So on January 9th, 2025, Mansell reports that Law contacted him and returned over 230 minifigures and 12 to 13 smaller sets and the Cloud City sets. On May 5th, 2025, Mansell provided photographs taken by Law the night the store was seized, showing multiple sets in the store marked yellow stickers as Mansell's. Best reports that he is not sure what happened to everything, as there had been another manager until the end of March. Oh, 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 so now is well, now I'm not sure. I mean, there was another manager there. Until the end of March, there was somebody else there. I wasn't there. I don't know. Best reports that corporate seized everything. Joshua Johnson, co-owner, reports that the business absorbs all inventory in the store once it's taken over. Johnson further reported that there were many items in the back of the store at the time, but a vast majority were on layaway. Johnson said a few of those items matched Mansell's description and were set aside. Johnson reports that Mansell continues to call the business and have others call it, so he does not want to give these sets back and doesn't feel he needs to, since the store's inventory became his once he took it over. Not remotely close to how that shit fucking works. Right? Thank you for becoming a member, Julie.
Heck yeah.
Appreciate it. Okay. Let me see. 5/14/25. Trinity Jordan, legal representative for BAM, reported that they were trying to resolve the issue with Mansell. Bullshit. No, they weren't. Jordan reports that he has not received an inventory list from Mansell. Jordan reported that the Lego sets in the store, could be Mansell's, have likely been set aside. Investigating officer reports the district attorney's office declined to prosecute the case as it is civil. Okay.
Like, I am interested in what, like, because they said this multiple times that they felt like they did everything possible and the right thing to resolve this issue.
Nah.
I want to know what that perspective is. Like, what makes you think you're so sure you did everything possible to, like, make Brian whole?
When you're ghosting the guy, when you're ghosting the guy, and when you're ghosting Brian, right? When you're taking weeks to respond to just one fucking email where he's telling you, and I'm sorry, I know I'm cursing a lot tonight, but it really makes me mad. He sent you an email, right? Following up like you guys told him to. You guys take a long ass time to respond to him. His lawyers get in contact with you guys to follow up on his behalf, right? His lawyer then contacts them, tries to resolve the situation, and then they respond to the lawyer by basically telling him to fuck off. They see that the matter is resolved, right? Or we consider it resolved, case closed. We ain't giving you guys shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We ain't giving you nothing. You could go kick rocks. Case closed. We're done. We're not gonna deal with you people anymore. And that's it. And then the audacity to be like, oh, we were trying to resolve it. No, you weren't. If you did, you would have been responding to every single email as soon as possible, within 24 hours at least, 48 hours tops, right? You would have been responding to Brian's emails if you were really making an honest, conscious effort to make him whole and resolve this situation, to be like, you know what, we don't want to deal with this. We just want this guy to move on with, get on with his life. If he lost money, we'll handle this a different way. If there was ever any situation, right, where it was possible that it was between Crystal and them, then they would have made moves to then handle it between Crystal and themselves, right?
Yeah.
If they felt that she was somehow at fault, but obviously she wasn't. And they knew that. They just didn't give a shit. That's it. They just did not give a shit. They didn't care. They never wanted to resolve anything. They strung people along. This is what I feel, right? That they did. They strung people along. They told Brian what he wanted to hear in the moment, right? But the plan was to never do shit for him. We'll string him along for a little bit, play nice, and then just then cut him off because he's not going to do shit, right? He doesn't have the money to take us to court. So we'll say what we have to say to calm them down and get them the fuck out of the store, or to get them to stop calling the store.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do. We'll just string them along and then just cut them off at the knees completely. There's no other way for me to look at it than that. That's what they were doing. They were waiting for the opportunity. They had no intention to ever do anything. Thank you so much, Yuli Suker. Thank you for covering this. Yeah, we're going to continue to cover it till the end. Yeah, this is ridiculous, though. Okay, submitted evidence review. Consignment agreement between Mansell Law and BAM. Letter dated 11/22/24 to BAM and Best notifying of cancellation and termination of the consignment agreement for failing to provide payment and refusal to allow inspection of the inventory. Inventory list of items. That it says digital photo of Mansell's father with Law and multiple items from the Lego collection. Digital photo of Mansell's father looking at Lego figures in a display case within BAM. Screenshot of the above two photos in a social media post by Bricks and Minifigs Salem Keizer dated 11/12/23 with the caption, "We had such a blast showing this collection yesterday. We look forward to seeing more of you all when we open at 11 a.m. today." Screenshot of social media post by Bricks and Minifigs Salem Keizer dated 11/07/24 with caption, "Here's some more information about the collection we will be displaying this weekend. We look forward to seeing all of you. Hashtag Star Wars Lego fans." Post goes on to advertise the showing of one of the largest, most valuable privately held collections of Star Wars Lego in the world. It further described how Ed Mansell purchased the item over the last 15 years, holds an approximate value of $200,000. Screenshot of social media post by Bricks and Minifigs Salem Keizer dated 11/6/24, advertising for 11/11/23 retired Star Wars collection reveal. Screenshot of social media post by Bricks and Minifigs Salem Keizer dated 9/28/23 with photo of Lego Star Wars Cloud City set with caption, "If you missed us at Rose City Comic Con, we not have these amazing retired hashtag Lego Star Wars sets in store. We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Screenshot of social media post by Bricks and Minifigs Salem Keizer dated 9/24/23 with photo of Lego Star Wars minifigs with caption, "It's the last day of the Rose City Comic Con, so we've put out something special. Lego hashtag Legos hashtag AFO hashtag Bricks and Minifigs hashtag Keizer hashtag Salem hashtag RCCC23." And then we have BAM Collection Video 2, video showing a large assortment of Lego Star Wars with Law narrating. Yeah, and this is all stuff, remember, that we had seen in Ben's video, right? He had shown snippets of all this stuff, the social media post, the video with Crystal walking around, showing off the sets, sounding hyped and excited. Then BAM Collection Video, add video with still images of numerous Lego Star Wars sets. BAM Collection Video CCC, video narrated by Law advertising being at Rose City Comic Con, showing numerous Lego Star Wars sets and boxes. Then we have BAM Collection video narrated by Law advertising the collection, showing numerous box Lego Star Wars sets. BAM RCCC video narrated at Law by at Rose City Comic Con, showing Lego Star Wars sets as well as other Lego sets and merchandise. Lego sets still on shelves. 12 to 9 video within BAM Keizer showing numerous Lego Star Wars sets as well as other Lego sets. Ring video, right, from the BAM Keizer on 11/14/24 at 19:10 hours with a conversation between Law Best and an unknown male on speakerphone. As we know, that ended up being Kai McAllister. Best inaudible on phone. Law, yeah, that is fine. Best, so we are both here. What she is printing off is previous records from sale just so she has a receipt. Then we have inaudible. Law says, yeah, otherwise there are ones he has not been paid his percentage yet, and I don't have the tickets. I won't know how much I need to pay him. She's talking about Brian, obviously. Male speakerphone. So Crystal, ultimately, this is a business thing and not necessarily yours. Brandon is taking on the business and takes on all that consignment, motherfucker.
Say it
All right.
again, Joe.
Word.
Say it again.
Motherfucker. No.
Ah,
Yeah, after
good.
this dude,
That's
after
a
this
good
dude
boy,
straight
Joe.
up lied, right? After Brandon straight up lying. Oh, I
Say
don't
it
know
with your
anything.
chest, John. Hold on. I gotta do it. I gotta. These motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, say it how
Go
Joe would say it. Say it how Joe
Yeah,
would
yeah,
say
yeah,
it.
yeah. Go back. Come over here. Take care of these motherfuckers. Okay. Yeah.
Whoop their ass, Gilbert. Whoop their ass, Gilbert.
Uh,
Go get him.
Crystal
yeah.
is here.
Crystal, what's
Hi,
up?
Crystal. What's
Welcome,
going on?
welcome,
You came at
Crystal.
you came at the best time.
Yeah. So video from within BAM Keizer on 11/14/24, 26 hours between Law Best and an unknown male speaker and unidentified male with a beard standing by holding, which we know now is Ben, holding an Amazon box and leaves with Law. Go through and figure it out. I gave you the mailbox key and the silver, and yeah, the keys for the back storeroom and the safe. Best in the safe. All right. In the safe. Yep. Best says the code was, then he says the code. The video ends. JS5 is a LinkedIn video that appears to be the parking lot meetup with Law, Mansell, and several unidentified subjects during which property in Law's possession is returned to Mansell. The following is a brief synopsis of the video, and the entire video should be viewed for full content and context. Law says that she has the items because she has not yet cataloged them, and they are not they're not on the inventory spreadsheet. She further says that the items are in the original bags that Mansell's father had placed them into. Law says possibly 3 items have a white sticker or tag that may be on the inventory spreadsheet. Law says Law had separated 327 minifigures into bags of 20 and written down all the numbers for the items. Mansell asked if a valuable figure, the Finch Dallo, was still present, and Law confirmed that it was. Law explained that she had these items separated so employees did not sell them until she had them inventoried. Let's see. Law stated this won't have anything to do with Brandon and corporate because it's not, but because they're yours and I had them, they needed to go back to you. Law stated the identified things in Mansell's collection with white price tags along with yellow stickers. Someone within the group said that the stickers had since been removed and the price stickers were applied to the boxes. Law states that there were 4 staff members at the store that could confirm that is how she marked the items. Law says the Cloud City set is among the items, but they, BAM, still have everything else. Law went on to say she had sold a set of Bricklink, but the buyer claimed it was damaged and returned it to her, and she issued a refund. Law said some of the sets were items she took to Rose City Comic-Con, and one of the subjects recalled seeing Law Comic-Con.
Fix your mic. Wiggle your mic.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Dude, I get confused sometimes when you're reading it and like Law says, I'm like, when did the Law say
that? Means that's Crystal. Yeah.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Where's the law that can say that?
Every now and then I'm like, huh?
I have the law.
She is the law.
One day we should pre-record this shit with voices like Irish. I never said that. You know, you're like, like
It'd just be John saying the F word over and over again.
I know, right?
Fuck.
Do it. That way we could like just listen to ourselves and then comment where we want to. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd probably do it in a Sylvester Stallone voice. Fuck.
I'm very displeased with the services here. You know, Sean Connery, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Sean Connery.
Just give him a good schmack.
The
A
name
good
is
schmack in the
Bond.
face.
James
Yeah.
Bond.
Yes.
He's great. Let's just give him a good schmack. A good
Brandon
schmack in the
Best.
face.
I'm here to kick your ass. Like I can hear him say this shit.
You're best. Losers always complain about their best.
He's just.
Oh man.
Oh,
That dude was such a treasure.
Dude,
R.I.P.
a national treasure.
R.I.P. Sean Connery. Great man.
Yeah, and the Fall of Indiana Jones.
Yep.
he was.
So it
Who's
says
that
let
gang?
me see.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Let me see.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
he was.
didn't
He was
try
Ramirez.
once to get Spanish accent in there.
No, not
All
once.
right,
Yeah, he
not,
just is,
not even a little.
not,
Not even
he didn't do the. He's like, he probably.
It's me, Sean Connery. I'm a Highlander.
Like,
That's what he did.
Listen, they'll believe that I'm Spanish. Okay.
What was his fucking name? Ramirez?
Ramirez. His name was Juan. If I remember, it's like Juan Sanchez de la what was it? De la Lobo Ramirez or something like that. Yeah. It was like a long Spanish name too. It's like, and what's funny is that in the movie he says when Connors is saying, "You stop, you Spanish." I'm not Spanish. I'm Egyptian. It's just like what?
Hey, what are you talking? It's like Kevin Costner and him got together and were like, "Yo, I'm doing Robin Hood. I'm doing Highlander. I won't do an accent if you don't." Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, do it.
Hey, but 2 great movies, by the way. 2 great movies.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Oh yeah, Highlander is fantastic.
Yeah. And the Henry Cavill Highlander's coming out, so that's gonna be sick. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully, I love that.
So
there can only be one.
Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Law said some of the sets were items she took to Rose City Comic Con. One of the subjects recalled seeing Law at Comic Con. Law provided Mansell with a written list of items to match against the items she has. Mansell compares the items to the list and then signs the list. Law explained that she put white tags on minifigures and yellow stickers on sets. She further explained they had 2 inventory buttons, one for the minifigures and one for the sets. When an item sold, the staff was to document the number and price on the sticker. Law explained that she had since been locked out of the Heartland account, which held sales and inventory, and BAM could have deleted inventory items. There was a discussion about the history of an item being visible in the system. The group then discussed someone going into the store and making a video of the items. One person said they went into the store and got the staff to admit there was a collection. When asked about layaway, the staff stopped talking and the person left. There was then a discussion about layaway items and Mansell receiving partial payments for some of the layaway items. Sets were retained by the store until full payment was made. Mansell asked what was happening with the people who had put money down on layaway items, but Law did not know. Law suggested that if they went back into the store to try to buy something, they asked about Ewok Village because she knew it was extremely rare and had been on layaway. Law says that she has not been able to reach out to her past employees, and they're blacked out here, but would be interested in knowing what happened on the Friday morning after the store was seized. She went on to say that if they followed their normal pattern, they would have put the minifigures and sets out on the floor with the tags and stickers. That would be a clear indication that he best had them the next day, that he cannot deny. Law did not think that he best would have had time to pull all the tags and stickers before Friday morning. Law talks about having a camera that was not discovered until the following Thursday and did not believe any items left in the store. And again, this is consistent with what Crystal told us as well. Okay?
Yes, sir. I just noticed we're not even halfway.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, even if we don't get through it all today, I think we'll get through most of it.
We should get through it all today. I don't want to do this again.
But yeah, I would like to get through all of it too. But we see her again. Everything has been consistent with what Crystal has said, right? And what we've seen.
Because when you tell the truth, you are consistent. You don't need to lie. Like,
yep. The story changes more when people lie.
Yeah.
Right. So, let me see. The following Thursday, and did not believe the items. Okay. Law talks about Andrew Cameron discovered the following Thursday and did not believe any items left the store. She also knew Bess stayed in the store for 2 hours and then left and did not believe that was enough time for him to remove the tags and stickers. That probably wouldn't be enough to meticulously sit there and remove tags and stickers, but it would be enough time to load up and take a few things. You know what I mean? Not everything, but it would be enough time to take a few things back with them, right? To take things out of the store. Mansell said that by the time he got to the store, the shelves were pretty much clear, except for some mini sets and newer sets, but the bulk of his collection was gone. Mansell said that he was told that he does not have any way to prove that it was his stuff. Law said BAM still had not provided her with an inventory that they promised they would do within 15 days. Law said, and remember what they had said earlier, that supposedly there was an inventory taken that very night, right? So again, there we have another issue with the bricks and minifig side. They said, Brandon did an inventory that night. Okay. then why didn't you give that inventory to Crystal? If it was done that same night within those 2 hours, which would be fucking that'd be a hell of a fucking, quick ass time to do an inventory, right? Right, Relic? In 2 hours?
Yes. You can't do it
You wouldn't be able to do
unless
it
you
by
got
yourself.
like what, like
One for you,
$20,000
one
worth.
two for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
and also like just the minifigs alone. If you got like multiple cases of minifigs, like like it depends on the inventory, right? Like I had like 5 different types of inventory where I categorized the inventory of like, okay, the first one is the simplest one where it's like we have 1,000 minifigs of this price of like $15, let's say, right? But
Yeah.
then on the other inventory list is like out of those, these are the ones that are Star Wars, these are the ones that are Marvel, these are the ones that are series figs, so on and so forth. And out of then you have like the other category, like out of these one that this one's this character and this character and this character. And then you go through every single individual one, which is takes a long time. But
Yeah.
like even the one that's like if you're counting, if you have at least 100 grand of inventory in your store, it's gonna take more than just a few hours. Because here's the thing, like when I worked at GNC, inventory took around like 4 or 5 hours, right? But we had a gun. It was a gun scanner where we could just scan the barcode. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
We don't even have to count it physically. Like we always did, but we could like just put it, and then we could download it into the system. Not download it, but like plug it into the system, and then it shows like, oh, we're actually supposed to have 15, but we only have 12.
Yeah.
So that means there's either been theft or not processed properly or whatever it is, right? But yeah, and it was inventory is easier to keep up if you are doing it consistently. Like I would do it like twice a month.
Mm.
A lot of stores didn't even do it. Like they did it once a year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how you guys are keeping track of theft in your store. That's crazy.
Yeah, I highly doubt though a guy by himself who took over a store, for the first time and is not familiar where everything is going to be able to do an inventory in 2 hours.
Yeah.
But yet he told, corporate said that he did. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not buying
Again, getting organized and making a spreadsheet and all that stuff just to get organized is gonna take you 2 hours.
it. Yeah,
Like these are the categories I see. This is like what's gonna go on in the store. I'm going to make a spreadsheet about it. Whatever, however you're gonna do it, Google Doc. That's gonna take 2 hours. And remember, they have never once provided an inventory list to anybody they've screwed over.
yeah, yep.
I still haven't seen one. Crystal hasn't seen hers. We heard about the other ones in Oregon that did the lawsuit. They haven't seen their inventory list, and it's to avoid. The only thing I can think of is to avoid a third party coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and then they could set the price of what that store is worth, and then buy it for real cheap.
Yeah. So we have here, it says, Law said that she took pictures and video of the inventory that was in the store when they left. Best was there. There was a discussion amongst the group about BAM needing to be able to prove where their inventory in the store came from. Thank you so much, CMAD, for the 1999. Appreciate you, buddy. You were doing inventory to compare what the system shows versus what you counted.
Exactly.
Then you look for variances and double check them all. Not happening in 2 hours. And the person who counted doesn't do the variance count. It says here, there's a discussion about BAM doing the same thing to other stores. Oh, yeah. Law talks about the store running gift cards under her account, saying it is fraud every time they run a card. The group discusses involving social media and exposing what BAM is doing to Lego. Further talks about the BAM franchise agreement and what would happen if Lego revoked BAM's licensing rights. Law and Mansell talk further about the set that shipped and returned, and Mansell inspected the set. Mansell took possession of the sets and minifigures that Law brought to him, and the two signed a document. The group talks about an incident of Lego thefts in Eugene, Springfield area. Then we have here, this is it says multiple photographs showing box Lego sets with yellow stickers and price stickers, and photographs of displayed minifigures with price tags. Then we have, it says continued investigation, Brian Mansell interview. On 12/23/25, I spoke with Mansell by phone, as he was out of state. This conversation was digitally recorded. Mansell told me he had several issues with how the Keizer Police Department handled this case. The main issue he had was being told that the case was a civil matter and that things can be both civil and criminal at the same time. Yet no one was doing anything about the criminal aspect of the case. Mansell said Bam is holding stolen property at this point, and Mansell, has proven that to the police. Mansell explained that he has provided photographs, video, and evidence that Bam, had knowledge of his collection in their store and continue to sell it. Mansell further explained that he sent people into the store to buy sets and provided that information to the officers. Mansell pointed out that the original police report, the investigating officer stated they observed over $6,000 of the collection in the store and told the manager they need to return the items or they could be arrested. Mansell pointed out that the report documented that BAM Corporate called the investigating officer and the investigation was returned to a civil matter. Mansell said the officer was inaccurate when they wrote in a report that both parties had decided to allow their attorneys to resolve the issue. Mansell denied he had ever made any agreements, and the only involvement an attorney had on his behalf was drafting a letter to BAM notifying that he was rescinding the contract and that they needed to return any goods still in their possession. Mansell said BAM countered by arguing that it had never had a contract with them and that the previous franchisee did. Mansell explained that they came in, seized the store, took his collection, were made aware of it, and are now lying about it, will not return the collection, and have committed the crime of theft. Mansell told me YouTubers have gone into the store and there have been admissions on audio and video that his collection is in the store in a back storeroom. Mansell said he was told they will not return his sets unless he signs an NDA and apologizes to the staff. Mansell told me these videos. You guys remember that, right?
Yeah.
Told me these videos have not been provided to the police, but the YouTuber who has them is willing to share them with the police. Mansell said the video will go out, are worth more to us than the collection is. Mansell told me that he already sold the rest of the collection that was in storage in order to ensure the college funds that the money was intended for were funded. So obviously we know there he's obviously talking about Ben, right?
Yeah.
Because this was all before Ben's video, before the release of Ben's first two videos. So Mansell went on to explain the history of the collection and how they came to make the agreement with Law and BAM to sell it. Mansell explained that the collection was the most extensive, most complete Lego Star Wars collection in the world, valued at $150,000 to $200,000 when he brought it to BAM. An agreement was reached allowing BAM to sell the collection on consignment. No purchase of the collection was made by Law or BAM, and ownership of the collection lay solely with Mansell. Mansell said Law and her husband were very helpful in inventorying and documenting the collection that came into the store. An agreement was reached allowing BAM to sell the collection on consignment. After Law and BAM agreed to sell the collection, Law began advertising an event to unveil it, and it was a huge event that was advertised. Mansell said everything was fine for the first 9 to 10 months. Things were being sold every month, and Law was paying him for those sales. Around November 15th, 2024, he called Law to get his monthly check from Law, but she was not responding. After several days, he called the store and asked for Law and was told she was no longer with the company. He spoke with a manager and told him that his collection was stocking half the store, and said the manager told him he had never heard anything about this and asked him to come in with an inventory list and the contract. Mansell went into the store later that day and gave Best, motherfucker, never heard about it. Never heard about it, right?
Was no U-Haul.
Again, Brandon Best. Oh, I never heard about it. Come in and bring your contract. Bullshit, dude. Oh my gosh. This is so freaking frustrating, man. A copy of the inventory, a copy of the contract, and showed him his identification to prove who he was. Mansell showed Best the videos of the unveiling of the collection, showing the entire collection in the store marked with yellow and white tags as evidence that his property was there. Look at that, right? Look at that. Even showed him, right? Hold on. Oh, Punking. I did. My bad, Punking. I hope you haven't been waiting long, bro.
Help! Let me out!
I'm sorry, Punking. Glad you're here. Look at this shit.
I think they just need to speak in the language these guys understand. Man sell? No. Man no sell. Man consign.
Look at this. Look at this, right? Right? Brian showed him. All right, this is the stuff, right? This stuff.
Yes.
Showed him. He's like, yeah, mine's had the yellow stickers on it. These are Brandon's pictures. Look.
Look at them. Just fucking look at them.
Look at them.
The evidence.
Look at them. The evidence right here.
There's one in the safe with stickers. Like,
Yes.
like they deny there's a safe, but there's a picture of the safe and there's stickers visible.
Yes. Look at this. These are Brandon's pictures.
Oh, that's a 6 set.
That's a 6 set every time. Okay.
Hey, I'm just
Hold on.
saying.
Let me get to the safe
Credit where
pictures,
credit's
'cause
due.
they're
I
later
get
on.
you.
Look at this, man. Goes and shows him what were his sets. This dude knows. He has the pictures. He knows that these are Brian's. He knows it. Because he had even taken pictures of the stuff. All right, let me get to the safe stuff. Because that's I believe those are later on, right? Punking?
Oh, there was one, and those minifig trays are in the safe.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let me get to more of the. I'll get back through them. But look at this, man. This freaking guy. The audacity to sit
That
there
set
and just.
sucks.
Oh, I don't
awesome.
know anything about it. Don't know nothing about it.
Crap.
Did you make it to the purse comment
Solid.
yet?
The
Crap.
what?
The purse comment?
The purse comment. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't made it there.
Solid, sort of.
No. Oh no! I don't think I've made it there. Nah. Hold on.
Solid. Crap.
What
Solid.
about this? Solid.
Crap. Solid. Solid.
Your fucking rating system, Relic, I swear.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So go back.
It's pretty decent. Pretty
So
decent.
the minifigures were in the safe over here. Let me go back.
Between solid and crap. All I hear is solid crap. I'm like,
Well, because there's a lot of crap,
I understand.
Ah, here we go.
and there's a lot
Yeah,
of things that
look-
are solid. There's a lot
These were inside the safe. Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
of.
Look at
Solid.
this, man. More minifigures inside
Decent.
there.
Decent.
Right here, look. You can see them right here. Look.
Look at them.
Hey, I
Look-
don't see
look at them.
anything. I don't
Look
know
at
what you're talking
them.
about. And dude,
Look at
AI
them.
AI is getting crazy, man.
Hey, I was getting crazy. Look at all these Legos that I took. I took all these photos. They weren't real. They were never real, Judge. I AI'd these myself.
Yeah.
Look at this stuff, man.
Crap.
Well, you can see it
Okay.
too. Look.
Crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was waiting to see what you
Awesome.
what you had to say.
Solid.
Right here, look. Another one right there. Look. You see the sticker right
Are you
there.
sure? Are you sure?
Look at that one with the pink post-it note. That post-it note probably
Yeah.
says layaway.
Yeah. And then right here. Yeah. And then what about that one, Relic?
Solid. It's a solid one.
Another one. You see it back here. Look. Sticker
Yeah,
right
that-
there.
And that one in the back is a solid set as well.
Look
The
at this.
Hellfire Droid, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Look at this. Again, you see
Hell
it
yeah.
right here. Boom. Boom.
Do we see it? Do we?
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
This guy, man, right there. Freaking
Awesome.
liar, man.
Awesome.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the freaking report. This freaking guy, man. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna end up losing my voice, Aura.
That's
I'm gonna end up losing my voice tonight.
Nobody told you to read this. You set this up.
I had to do it. I had to.
do it. I had to do it. The
I had
public
to.
demands it.
Okay. All right, as evidence, and the property was there. Mansell said while Best was viewing the videos, Best commented, "Oh, is that Crystal?" Going on to say that he had never actually met Law. You motherfucking liar!
You said you
son of a
never
bitch.
met her?
You son of a bitch! What a motherfucking
What a
lie!
gay
What a motherfucking liar, man!
dude.
So here's
Get
the
the
best
fuck out of here, bro!
the best
Get
part
the
of this.
fuck out of here!
Not only do they is there all kinds of evidence they were in the same room together. Let's just take for a moment. Let's just assume, oh, maybe Brian was confused. He didn't know who was who. Like the next paragraph, it guarantees it was absolutely Best who said it.
Let me look and see what shit. Best went on to tell. Best went on to tell Mansell that this was the first time he had heard of it. Get the fuck out of here! The fuck out of here, bro!
Look here,
Get the
listen.
fuck out of here, bro!
You remind me.
Fuck out of here with this shit. And that he did not know anything about the collection. Best told Mansell when they came in to seize the store, Law had ransacked it. What? What? When? When did this happen?
Law ransacked it. You
When?
banned her from the spot, you freaking tard.
Does he know what the fuck ransack means?
Ransack was his nickname in middle school. I bet.
By
Bro,
Josh.
somebody ran. What?
I'm
Somebody
I'm gonna
ransacked.
ram that sack.
I'm
Look,
ram that
somebody-
sack, Jack.
Somebody ransacked fucking Brandon's fucking brain.
His balls. I thought you were gonna say his balls.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's his gooch, dude.
Ew, bro.
That's pretty nasty.
Hey, I didn't start this.
I start
Oh my
this.
gosh.
They did. They did.
Mansell said that while he was talking to Best, he could see multiple sets that were his and pointed that out to Best. Best replied by asking how Mansell knew they were his. And Mansell told him because every micro series set in the store was his.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I know. He's like, I know because mine's were the only ones in here.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's the
That's
proof, by
great.
the way? Where's the proof that it is yours?
Oh,
Where's the
man.
receipts?
Oh, my gosh.
Freaking dickless wonder, man.
Oh, my God.
Oh shit.
Mansell said the conversation kept going back and forth. He noted that it started with Best not knowing anything about the collection, to Law stealing the collection, to Law may have left some things in the store, to if they find anything, they would like to continue to sell it. Mansell was not allowed to look around the store or the storeroom to see if his sets were there. So look, he took a page out of Josh's book. He's like, I'm going to be like my hero, Josh, and I'm going to lie just like him now.
My daddy.
My daddy.
No, daddy, no. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
daddy, no.
My man. my man's Josh.
You're using
My
foul
daddy.
language in front of a lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Upon leaving the store, Mansell called Law and left her a message. Law called him back right away, telling him that her attorney told her not to contact anyone, but that it sounded like Mansell's message. The new owner was accusing her of stealing everything. Law told him that she did not steal anything from him and later sent him a video of the night of the store was taken from her. In the video is Law, Best, on the phone, a guy named Adam from corporate in Utah. In the recording, there was a conversation about the consignment with Adam telling Law that it was a business deal, and since they're taking over the store, they would be taking over over anything related to consignment. That's actually, yeah, Crystal, are you still here? Show your face, Crystal. No,
I would like to I would like to know how she feels about this information.
Yeah.
I never met this lady. Have
is that Crystal?
Have you guys,
I've never met her before.
have you guys seen the
Look here,
movie
listen.
Role Models?
Yeah.
Where, like,
yes,
she-
a long time ago.
She's the lawyer, and like she's talking to her client, and then he's like, "But I didn't do it. They got you on tape." And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm stealing this." Like, that could be anybody. We don't know his name. And then he says his name. I, Mr. Whatever, stole this. And he's like, could be anybody.
That could be anyone.
It's like,
Yeah.
Anybody could say that.
okay.
That could be anyone.
That could be anyone.
It's especially not me.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
especially not me. I, Brandon Best, did this.
I, Brandon
Still
Best,
could be anybody.
Yeah.
am not gay.
Oh, is that, is it?
It's like, that's
Is
a
that-
full-face lie.
Oh, is that Crystal? I've never met her before.
I've never,
I've never
You
met her before. Who is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
make it
is that
sound
her?
like Dehydrated
Whoa.
Wings of Redemption.
I've
You
never
see,
met her
If
before.
anything, claim that, like, she's probably the only person with purple hair that
Yeah.
works at that store.
Hi, my name is Brandon
Okay.
Bett, and I'm the biggest idiot ever.
You make him sound like Dehydrated Wings of Redemption, bro. You
might as
sound
well
like
be,
Wings of
bro.
Redemption, just dehydrated. Just like,
Don't you dare
Look,
sully the
look.
the name of Wings of Redemption.
oh, Sully the
Oh,
word of
God.
Rings.
No, yeah,
Sully
it
the
says
name.
Adam
My
in
bad,
this.
my
Yeah,
bad.
we all know.
Like, dude, I'm eating this. My wife made like the Brazilian chocolate for me because it's like filled
Yeah.
with sugar. I'm trying to stay awake.
Oh,
Like now
shit.
that we've gotten to the retard section, I could stay awake because like I'm pissed. But I'm eating chocolate. I'm like, I need it.
No,
I'm
let it
dying, man.
motivate you, man. Let it flow through you. Yeah,
But
we
the
know.
hate
We know.
flows through.
They said it was Adam in this report, but everybody knows it was Kai. Yeah, we know it was Kai.
That's
so-
what they said, bro. That's what Josh and fucking Brandon roleplay. The force is strong within you, young Padawan.
It hurts so good.
the Forest Master. Shut up, young Padawan. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh
God, where
my
we going?
gosh!
Hell yeah, bro. Let's go.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Okay, related to consignment. Also, Mansell's for okay. Taking over. Okay. Lasso sent Mansell photographs of the night showing all of the sets clearly marked with yellow dots, tons of figures, and white tags around their neck. He said there was also a video of Law and her husband leaving the store with nothing in their hands. Mansell said at this point, alarm bells were going off in his mind because he had been lied to by the people at BAM. Mansell said he met up with Law about 15 days later when she returned some sets and minifigures she had in her possession. Mansell explained that Law had some sets in her possession because she had just returned from Rose City Comic Con, where she had brought a bunch of the stuff to sell at a booth. Excuse me. He said they recorded the return and signed a paper saying she returned those sets to him. Mansell told me excuse me, told me the next he knew, Law and her husband moved to Spain. Mansell told me he sent an inventory list to BAM. Remember what the lawyer said? Oh, we never received anything.
This is something that I was thinking about the other day. Do you think that the lawyers of Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best are trying to claim that Crystal stole the Legos and fled the country?
Absolutely.
You-
That's
you think-
absolutely a narrative that they're trying to push. 100%. That's a narrative that they. If you read the filings too, those are implications that are made as well. Is they try to make it seem like, at least from what I recall and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of the loose implication that they didn't outright say it, but they made kind of loose implications about that when they talked about it publicly, but also, if I recall, in Ben's lawsuit, they kind of made those kind of like very broad implications. They did it in a way that obviously, to kind of cover their ass.
Yeah.
But obviously that's what they're hoping people will infer from them saying that, right? Is that she basically fled. That she did this and she fled.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me see. Mansa told me he sent an inventory list to BAM created by one of their own staff members at the store. Okay. Members at the store, Law, and that it was not something he just created. It was incorporated into the contract. The inventory list was used to keep track of everything. So as items were sold or put on layaway, they were marked as such on the inventory. Mansell said about 20,000 of the collection remained in his possession. And the remainder was in the store. Mansell said that they ended up calling the police the night after talking to Law. He said he went back down to the store, and when he arrived, it was locked with the officer inside talking to the store owners. The officer came out, spoke with him, and told him it sounded like a civil matter. Mansell showed the officer the videos Law had sent him and sent him that showed that they were lying, telling the officer that they were sitting on stolen property. Mansell pleaded with the owner to settle things amicably and let him go into the store and look to see if his collection was there. The owners would not allow him into the store and would rather have him go through the courts to file charges against them. What a huge fucking mistake that was, right? Mansell had a letter drafted to cancel the contract and demand the return of the property within 14 days. He said BAM did not agree with his inventory list, telling him that anyone could have produced the inventory, despite him showing evidence that their staff had produced the list, a history of BAM selling his property and paying him, and photographs of his property within the store. Mansell said at this point, corporate stopped talking to him, telling him it was a franchise issue. When Mansell attempted to contact the store, the police were called, and he was threatened with arrest if he did not stop calling, despite having a legitimate legal business reason to do so. Mansell went on to tell me that technically, corporate sold this property when it took over the store from Law, but keeps trying to hide behind the franchise, saying it cannot control what franchisee owners do. Mansell said corporate had control of the store for 3 months before it transferred ownership to the franchisee, to the new franchisee management. Mansell said there is evidence that they were aware of the collection in the store, evidence that they continued selling items, evidence that they admitted to selling items, and evidence that they admitted to being in possession of the collection, but they refused to return his property to him, which is valued at least $150,000. Mansell discussed other grievances he had about how the initial investigation was handled with his displeasure, and his displeasure with the police department and the district attorney's office for not taking action. He also talked about a YouTube channel, Collectors Weekly, or Your Bumper, that did a segment on his story. Mansell and I agreed to meet the following week so he could provide me with further information. I met with Mansell on 12/30/2025 at about 906 hours at the Keizer Police Department. I advised Mansell that I was recording our conversation. Mansell talked about the topics we had previously discussed regarding the criminal aspect of this case. I inquired as to the monetary value of the remaining property at BAM. Mansell told me the collection consisted of 720 sets and 1,500 minifigures worth between $150,000 to $200,000. He said he had around 21,000 in storage that never went to BAM. He said that Law sold approximately 27,000 to 28,000 worth of sets and slash minifigures and paid him his 65% cut of that. He told me that there should easily be 100,000 left. Mansell added that from our previous conversation that he specifically had Law count up the type of an inventory of the collection going into the store and email him said inventory from her BAM email, so it would be evidence that their employer created the inventory. Mansell told me he made a handwritten inventory list over the 15 years they were building the collection. Mansell also added that the day he went into the store, Johnson came out without introducing himself, snatched the contract from his hand, and walked to the back with it. Mansell added that Johnson is a corporate guy and part owner of the store. Mansell said Johnson later came back out and told him that he had been on the phone with corporate. He said Johnson continued telling him the contract looked pretty good, but none of the stuff was there, and they didn't know anything about it. Mansell told me that he left the store that day believing that Law had stolen everything. After conversing with Law, he believed BAM, Johnson, and Best were being deceitful because they had made up multiple narratives about what had occurred, and he believed they were at this point knowingly holding his property from him and actively selling his stolen property.
Mm-hmm.
Mansell said that Johnson and Best were just playing stupid. He said that the photos that Law took the night that she left the store and gave him proved that his collection was in the store. Yup. And were marked with tags. Mansell pointed out that Best claimed he never met Law, but in the video of when she was being kicked out of the store, he is there. He said Best accused Law of taking everything. With Best in the background, Best later claimed that none of the sets were in the store that night. Bullshit. Bullshit, right? Mansell said that even if Law had stolen the sets, They were now in possession of them stolen property. He pointed out their story changed from not knowing anything to Law may have left some stuff. To they had his sets in the back. To they bought the store from Law, so he needed to get his money from Law. Mansell said he provided them with the inventory that Law created and just dismissed it, saying he could have just typed it up. These guys, man. They're such pieces of shit, man. Mansell told me that he had a friend go into the store last December and purchase one of his sets and took photos and recordings of the interaction. He said the clerk told his friend they had a collection, that there had been a spreadsheet, and that they were under new management, and she did not know where they had gone. Mansell said that that was further evidence that they had his collection and continued selling it despite knowing it was not part of their stock. He went on to say in the recording of the night that the corporate took over a conversation where a BAM corporate person can be heard telling Law that the consignment was part of the business and that they would be taking it over since they were taking over the business. I clarified statements made in supplement to
I think it's a good reminder that they switched to cash only the next day.
Yes.
For a long time. So also very hard to track or impossible if they didn't scan it through the system.
No way of knowing. And for all we know, they could have done like in-store deals being like, hey, buy one, get one free. They could have been to try to liquidate as much of that, as much of Brian's stuff as possible and get as much money as quickly as they possibly could. So a possibility, right?
Yeah.
I clarified statements made in supplement 2 in which BAM attorneys indicated they were trying to resolve the issue but had not been provided with an inventory. Mansell said that was false. He said they had tried to communicate with BAM and they strong-armed them. I inquired about the non-disclosure agreement. Mansell told me Johnson sent him messages about a month ago. Mansell said Johnson had told him it would cost him $70,000 to get the collection back civilly. Mansell told me he talked with an attorney and Johnson was absolutely correct. But the attorney told him he did not need to do that because this is a criminal case. Mansell said that at this point, he decided to involve the media in his case. After a YouTuber heard about the situation, Mansell said that corporate originally told them they would work with anyone wouldn't support franchisees engaging in illegal activities and would help him get reconnected with his property. He said corporate then turned around and sent them a cease and desist letter and threatened to sue them. He said that a bigger YouTuber had picked up the story now. He said the newest YouTuber had a lot of video and audio talking to Johnson about the situation and him giving differing accounts of what happened. Mansell said that Johnson Best and Best's wife also started putting positive reviews on the store to try to cover up the negative reviews. While Mansell was looking for what Johnson had sent him, he gave me a stack of receipts and a return check. He indicated that those receipts were from the time Law was selling items from the collection in the store. Mansell explained that on the 15th of every month, he would call Law and go over to the store, pick up the receipts and a check for payment. Mansell also had a check that had bounced with the receipt that showed Law's signature. Mansell said that this all shows they were conducting business. I later reviewed the receipts and saw that they showed sales from September 2023 to June 2024. The individual receipts showed the buyer's name, product of purchase. The products of Mansell's appeared to have been circled. There was also sticky notes attached to the top of each group of receipts showing totals for the month. Mansell showed me the text string from Johnson and later sent me screenshots. The conversation was as follows. Oh, okay. We get to some new stuff here, right? Here we go. Wednesday, December 3rd. Johnson. Hi, Brian. This is Johnson from Salem BAM store. Please call me when you have a chance. It would be nice to be done with this and give you the Lego we have set aside. Thursday, December 4th. And so unless you are ready to make us whole on the Lego collection, I don't see where we have anything to discuss. Oh, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's better now.
You guys hear me now? All right. I got to get a new cord for this. So it said, Mansell says, unless you're ready to make us whole on the Lego collection, I don't see where we have anything to discuss. Then Johnson says, we can give you what was left when Crystal left. We can't and aren't responsible for what she sold the 2 years you all were working together. So here we go, right? We have an acknowledgement of consignment in a way,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
If you want what she left, let me know. Then Justice says, do you want it? Yes or no? We've been holding on to what onto what stickers onto what had stickers on them. We put them in the back. Let me know if you want it. Otherwise, leave us alone. Then December 5th, could you send me photos of everything you still have in the store? We also need a copy of the completed store inventory list when it was seized to determine what sets you have sold. There were a couple of sets she had on layaway we sold, but anything that had a sticker on, we put it in the back. I'm not doing this to open a door for you to criticize us or fault find. We have some sets with stickers on them. That's all we could identify as yours. A list of inventory does not indicate where it came from. Your sets were not the only Star Wars sets in the store. We were told that if it had a sticker on it, it can be from your agreement. We set those aside. Please send photos of the sets you still have in the store, as well as an inventory list showing what you sold. Then we have, I don't have an inventory list of what was sold.
Do you not have an inventory list?
Don't have an inventory list, but yet
How?
they said but remember, what the fuck did they say? There was an inventory done that night. How the fuck was an inventory done in 2 fucking hours by one fucking guy? Right?
Do you know what a Haza is, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what it is. It's a Gilbert. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I don't have an inventory list of what was sold. Here's what I'm offering. The sets that were marked with a sticker that we set aside in return, a signed document from our legal team that you sign acknowledging that we are not responsible in any way for your agreement with Crystal, and that you will take down all negative comments and things and stop disparaging us in person and online. Oh, fuck, bro. This is the kind of shit, bro, that I would have been like, you could go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
If I had been from, you could absolutely go fuck yourself with that. And you need to be serious with me.
This does more than disprove like Best and Johnson comments. This is something that the CEO said several times. They made an offer and he refused it. This clearly states they made an offer with horrible stipulations.
Yes.
That's the offer that was made. And every single time that's been represented otherwise, it has been dishonest. And
yes.
Here's clear as day, 100% fact. This is how it was. Stipulation that was unreasonable is the offer. And
of course.
Yeah. And so many people lied about this, not just Best and Johnson.
Yep. So you see, again, who the fuck, who would take this offer? Of course, Brian's going to be like, nah, what? No, hell no. And then formal apology from you to all members of our team. Any remaining losses on your end will be directed towards Crystal Law, as it all should be. Yeah. Look at this shit, man. It's like, yeah, just say that we had nothing to do with it. And hey, just fuck over Crystal. Even though Crystal was the only one that ever gave Brian anything, right? That ever gave him anything, gave him evidence, proved her side, proved what she was saying was true, right? Yeah, hey, fuck over that.
These
that
people
person.
need a punch to the face.
Yeah, fuck over the person, the only person in the fucking scenario that tried to do the right thing. Yeah, fuck her over for us.
They're used to doing shit like that, bro. Pattern behavior.
Yeah, bro, these guys are so, bro, they're absolutely retarded. Like, and the fact that he thought that, like, they probably thought this was going to work because they're so fucking brain damaged. Like, they thought it's a slap in the face. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely insulting that they think that Brian would go for this. It was like, oh, here, just do this. Mansell told me he did not respond to Johnson because he felt that what they were asking him to do was illegal and did not trust that they had not sold sets. Well, yeah, and honestly, it was probably best for him to stop communication at this point. It's like, I'm just lawyers. I asked myself if he had the original signed contract, as the only contract I had seen was unsigned. I later received an email with an image of the signed and dated contract dated 1/3/24, which appeared to be the same contract I had previously reviewed. I asked myself if he knew who managed the business between the time that corporate seized the store, and Best and Johnson took over. He told me that Best and Johnson came in from corporate, and when he looked up the LLC history, he saw that the business had been seized and was under corporate control for 3 months, and then converted to a new LLC and put under a brand new ambassador, Best and Johnson, who have been there since day one.
Day one.
For the $4.99, someone should show this to Eamon so he knows what real extortion looks like. Yep, I agree. Ben Snyder video review.
I should show my fist to Eamon.
Oh,
Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad.
Yeah. On 12:30,
thinking of
Ben Snyder contacted me, explained that he was a YouTuber working with Mansell to tell the story of what had happened to him. Schneider told me that he had video and audio recordings of conversations that he believed would be useful to my investigation. Schneider later provided me with a video of several recorded phone calls with Johnson. Okay. I gotta drink some water.
Huh. Wuss.
Okay.
Water.
JIW6, a lengthy video of several phone calls between Schneider and Johnson. The following
pretending he's been reading and he needs water.
the following is a synopsis. The following is a synopsis of the video. The entire video should be viewed for full content and context. In the first video, Schneider calls Johnson to ask for his Legos back. Johnson is confused by this request, and Schneider goes on to explain that he's trying to get back some Star Wars sets. Johnson asks why Schneider's Legos are in the store. Schneider explains that originally Johnson were supposed to sell the Legos, but they stopped. So Schneider wanted to terminate the contract and get the Legos back. Johnson tells Schneider that he does not know what he is talking about, and Schneider offers to send him the contract. Johnson replies that he did not sign any contract, and that in order for him to be under contract, he would need to have signed something. Schneider countered that Johnson could also be under contract if he took over a store that had a contract. Johnson replied that that was not how the law worked, and Schneider countered that it was. Johnson said that he could file a lawsuit then. Oh my gosh. Schneider asked Johnson.
What are you reading right now?
It's Josh, bro.
Yes, it does.
We know. It's just like, this is how the law works. It's like, yeah.
I hate. Oh my god! I gotta go camera off.
Dude.
Yep.
I gotta go camera off.
No.
Keep camera on. Keep camera on.
Keep
bro.
it on,
We wanna
Aura.
see the-
Keep it
we
on.
wanna see-
I
we
want
wanna
to
see
see
the
your
ring.
ugly face.
Fuck you.
I love you, dude. It's okay. It's not as ugly as all.
I love you too. I know. I fucking hate Josh. I hate him so much. I hate him so much.
Not as much as me. Not as much as me.
Yeah.
I don't know
Schneider-
about that. Let's go. Let's go.
Should we go? Schneider asked Johnson if he wanted to give the Legos back, and Johnson said no, and that he and Mansell had been a pain in the ass. Johnson, well, now you know what he's talking about, huh? Johnson said he would have 100% given them back to Mansell until they started being morons. Look at this motherfucker, bro. It's just like, I would have given them back, but then you guys started being stupid. Okay, what happened? I thought you didn't have them. You dumb son of a bitch.
Fuck this guy. I hate him so much.
It's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Oh,
I just
I would
remember
have
that
given it
black guy.
back, but you guys are being morons.
I just remember that one black African dude is like, "Why are you gay?"
Why are you?
Well, I mean, they should do a new one. They should do a new one of that guy asking, "Why are you retarded?"
Yeah. What is it? He's on the count of
you guys
three. You'll
see
forget
him
you
on
were ever
Pierce-
gay.
Did you see him on Pierce Morgan? Like Pierce was trying to set up a joke for him to say, "Why are you gay?" And then Pierce asked him like, "What would you do if your son? What would you ask your son if he was gay?" And he's like, "I would collapse." Like, he was so serious. He just looked at the camera like, "I would collapse."
Yeah.
The meme guy. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh, man, this is so okay.
Come on, John. We gotta do it.
He was thinking, we gotta power through it. We gotta power through it, chat. We're gonna power through it. He was thinking about just calling Mansell and giving them back to him. He was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about giving it back to him now. Just this instant.
I'm sitting
Don't
on this
reenact
pile
his
of money.
retardation, bro. Stop. You're because I can hear
Sorry.
him saying that.
Yeah, Johnson
You're
said.
good.
Johnson said he was under no legal obligation to return Mansell's Lego. Johnson said there was only one way to settle things, and that it was not by harassing them.
By sexually.
Johnson said he was calling the
Naked
police and that
wrestling.
they were going to be arrested for harassment. Snyder asked Johnson whether he felt threatened, and Johnson replied, "Yes." Johnson explained, "Bro, I would have been
I
like,
hate this fucking guy. I hate
Bro.
this fucking guy, bro. What do you mean you felt threatened?
You should
fucking-
meet him in person.
What do
Bro,
you mean?
I would have,
What does he
Bro,
do? Does he cry?
No, he just has a dopey smile on his face all the time, speaking nonsense, speaking crap about people, and he'll look at you and he'll do like a retard laugh, like
Bro,
yeah,
reminds me. He
Yeah,
looks
that's what
like
he
Steve
does.
Wilkos, except like Beta Soy Steve Wilkos. He reminds me of him. Like the way he looks, like the smile and shit. I don't know why. Like I imagine Josh smiling, and I saw that motherfucker. So
with his baby teeth, right?
yeah.
He's a baby-brained imbecile, bro.
that's his fucking nickname.
Yeah, dude. Well,
bro.
like his little, like the brain that's on his arm is
That's
probably what like causes all the thinking.
That ass, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be his prison name is Baby Teeth.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
You baby teeth, bitch. Yeah.
Hey, Baby
Johnson-
Teeth, get over here. Yes, sir.
John- Oh my gosh.
Nah, I
Johnson
don't like that.
You didn't like it, Mr. Dubois.
Mr. Dubois.
Just explained he felt
Dubois.
Let me get through it. Just explained he felt threatened because they kept coming to the store, parking out front, holding fake raffles, calling the store, and harassing the employees.
They were
thereby
real.
threatening
They
his
were real
business.
raffles. Actually,
Yeah.
Yep. Snyder tells Johnson he is the one threatening the business because he is the one doing the illegal action. Johnson goes on to tell them that this is a civil matter and to tell Mansell to put his money where his mouth is and to take him to court. Johnson said Crystal Law took Mansell's money and he, Johnson, did not take any of Mansell's money. He went on to say he never had a relationship or agreement with Mansell, so he could not be legally obligated to anyone he had never had any business dealings with.
Oh my
Schneider
God.
told Johnson that he took over the company and had those agreements so they would fall to him. Johnson explains that the LLCs protect what is inside of them from outside lawsuits. Johnson said that his LLC is separate from Lost LLC. He said that Brick and Minifigs is a franchise. Snyder said an easy way to sell this would be to go through the inventory and prove that Law is the thief. Johnson said that Law had the inventory for almost 2 years and likely sold the majority of it during that time. Johnson said that there was a few sets of minifigs in the store. Snyder offered to come and grab those sets, and after that, they could team up and go after Law. Yeah, remember we did see this in Ben's video. Johnson says no. There appears to be a break in the video at this point. Snyder asked Johnson what they would need to get the sets back. Johnson says that he would need a written apology from Mansell, all negative comments removed, and positive reviews to make up the damage, and that he would need to give them back. Snyder,
this fool just asked for fake reviews.
Yes.
basically, yes.
Yeah.
He's
Genius.
basically yeah.
Genius.
Explained that he did not think Mansell was in control of the negative comments. Johnson reiterates that he did not have an agreement with Mansell. Johnson told him they needed to go talk to all the people that they had lied to. Johnson said that he was just trying to rescue the store after Law ran it into the ground. Johnson said he had no intention of taking Mansell's stuff. Johnson said he did not want the stuff and it is sitting back in a locker where it's going to stay until we fix the relationship. What happened? What you don't know anything about this shit though.
So he's just gonna hold this shit hostage. That's his fucking
Yep.
master plan.
Johnson, yep.
His fucking
Master-
Skeletor level plan. What a fucking
Yep.
loser. What a fucking fat, dumb, bald piece of shit, bro. Oh my God. I hate
Baby
him.
brained imbecile, man. Johnson repeated that he did not sign an agreement with Mansell. Law did. Schneider asked Johnson what he would like the apology to state. Johnson responded with, "Sorry for harassing us. Sorry for hitting us with negative reviews," even though obviously, Brian probably had nothing to do with that. It's just that he went public, right? "Sorry for being jackasses." Snyder said he was not sure that he could get rid of the negative reviews, but offered to make up for them with equal positive reviews. Johnson said that would be great and that he could open the cupboard and they could all have the sets and minifigs in there. Snyder asked whether they could team up and go after Law, and Johnson responded, "Yes." This
Please.
opportunistic fucking no, but obviously he was never going to do it. But even still, but he probably would have jumped at the chance if somehow, some way, he could have seen it truly being beneficial for him, right?
Yeah.
Johnson
if
said
it was
again that
true, he probably would have did
if
it.
it was
You know
true,
what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Johnson said again that Law had Mansell's stuff for almost 2 years and did not have records to know what she paid him for. That we know is also bullshit, right? He said all he knew was that there were strings around minifigures that and the sets had dots on them. Those were Mansell's. So acknowledging the identifying marks on the sets, right? Doesn't know these motherfuckers, man. They don't know anything about any of this stuff, right? Because they didn't make the deal, but they know all the fucking specific details about how they would be identified somehow, right? Knows all the specifics on this shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can see on here. He said they took all the. Okay, I was here. Where was I? I lost my place. They were not selling. They've been there since they have said Mansell's reiterated, and they have been there. Okay. She paid him for it. He said all that there was minifigures that strings from Mansell said he had took all those and put them into the cupboard, and they have been there ever since. Johnson said that they were not selling them, and they had not sold a single set or minifigure that they believed was Mansell's. Johnson reiterated that they were still in the cupboard and that they will remain there until the day they do something different. Johnson said that the way they're going about things is just going to piss them off, and they can just sue him. They can just sue him for things and see what a jury or judge decides. Johnson went on to say that they could be nice, amend things, shake hands, and be nice to one another and support one another. He said again, he had Mansell's stuff and is happy to give it to him, and that he did not want it or was not going to do anything with it. He added that it is costing him money to store the items. Johnson posed the question of why he would want to help Mansell when he's attacking him. Johnson felt in his mind that he hadn't done anything wrong, hadn't signed an agreement, and that he had just taken over the mess from Law. Johnson said it was Law who had a bad relationship and bad dealings with Mansell, not him. He had said again that Law signed the agreement, not him.
Again, if that's true, then why didn't you just make Brian Mansell whole and then go after Law?
Exactly.
Because obviously you have nothing.
Yep.
Because if you go after them, yeah.
You would think, right, logically, that would be the thing to do. It's just like, all right, here's your stuff. All right, we're because we had to pay this guy out to clean up your mess. Now we're going to sue you, Crystal, right?
Yep.
You think they would have done that? That would make the most sense.
That's what a business owner is supposed to do. When you take over a store, whether you buy it, hostile takeover, whatever, you want all debts cleared. As a business person, as a businessman, that's what you want. And you want good standing, good reputation into the community. And especially when you know that there's been this entire marketing strategy with this huge consignment deal, which obviously they know about. Be like, hey, look, man, I read over the contract. I saw the contract. I talked to Crystal. If I can't find it, but I'm going to make you whole, and then I'm going to go handle it with Crystal. I think she misplaced some, whatever it was. But obviously she didn't. She kept things all above board. And Brian kept things all above board, and as Josh is like, you're dishonest. That's why you didn't do it the right way.
Yep. And exactly every step of the way they did everything wrong. And again, the whole thing where they play dumb, they don't know anything, but yet they know specific details about everything.
Yeah.
When they're so selective with the stuff they put out and what they say. Rose investigates. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate it, because Bam is dumb, Relic. Is what Rose says.
I know. God.
Yeah, we know. He's taking that
why you call me out like that, Rose? My damn.
He said again that Law signed the agreement, not him, and he did not agree to anything in the contract. Johnson said that Law sold everything in the store to the franchise. He went on to say that Law owed the franchise a lot of money and owed the landlord $20,000. Johnson said the sets Mansell had in the store are sitting in a locker, and that is why he has possession of them now. Johnson said Law owed $20,000 in rent and $80,000 to $100,000 to the franchise for everything she had done. He said the franchise told her they would pay her $20,000 rent and forgive her $80,000 to $100,000 debt to them, take over the store and all of the inventory to offset the debts. Johnson said the franchise paid the landlord's rent and took a wash on all the money she owed them. He said that Law made the agreement that they could have everything in the store to pay for her debts. So she walked away clean. Johnson said 3 to 4 months later, he and Bess purchased the franchise from headquarters. He explained that the property has now gone through 2 hands and that he did not sign an agreement with Mansell and that he bought everything from corporate and they bought it from Law. Johnson said he was under no obligation to abide by Mansell and Law's agreement. Johnson explained again that Law had Mansell's stuff for almost 2 years and had no knowledge of what she sold or how much she paid Mansell, and Mansell and Law are the only ones who have records on that.
So wait, back up a bit. So they were in charge of taking care of that store, just kind of like what they did to my store, but they didn't purchase it until 4 months later.
Probably not on paper, right? You'd have to imagine. I don't believe for a second that they weren't there. You know what I mean? That they weren't there.
We've seen Brandon go there multiple times.
We know that they were there, maybe on paper, right? None of that stuff had cleared just yet, but yeah, you know. So Johnson said Bess walked into the store as a corporate employee to take over the store. There were several sets and minifigures specifically mentioning Cloud City that Law took, and he did not know if she gave those to Mansell or not. He said that Law owes Mansell for the entire thing and what she sold and did not pay him for. Johnson said what is left in the store was the remainder of what Law did not sell for almost 2 years. He said there was no way that they took over the whole list when she had 2 years to sell it. Schneider suggests they team up and go after Law. Johnson agrees, saying Law signed the agreement and is legally obligated to the agreement. Johnson said that he would be happy to give them the inventory because he is not selling it. It is not doing him any good and is only bringing him harm because they are doing crap to attack them. Johnson said he didn't know why Mansell was taking this route rather than saying, let's figure it out. Schneider said he tried to do that, but Amanda, the manager, called the police on him. Johnson clarified that he was talking about the first day in December, asking why Mansell went on the warpath. Because you motherfuckers kicked him out of the store and wouldn't work with him and wouldn't accept his paperwork. This whole fucking revisionist history bullshit that they like to do, right?
Yeah.
Gets real bad. Thank you, Eric Collins. Appreciate it. Gets real bad for Bam on employee too. So it says, I'm guessing means later on in this. Okay. Okay. Snyder said that he did not know Mansell well, and Johnson asked him why he was involved. Schneider said that Mansell wanted to sell off the Lego sets, so Mansell decided to sell some of them to him, Schneider. So they are technically his Lego sets now. Johnson clarified with Schneider that Mansell sold Lego to him that Mansell did not own. Wait, what?
Huh.
Look at this retard, man. He's just like, oh yeah, his sets are back here. We have them, and just, what do you mean that he technically doesn't own? You just said they were his. You dumb fuck. You just said that they were his. That you have them back here in the locker.
And you're surprised at this, John?
No, of course not. These guys are retarded.
I was like,
but, Schneider said, but it's like he doesn't. He just contradicts himself, right? And doesn't even realize it. Doesn't process for him that he just fucking contradicted himself.
It might later. He might re-contradict himself later.
No.
He's a baby brain imbecile.
There's nothing going on up there.
Remember, this is all him under emotional duress.
Yeah,
we're not supposed to.
His entire life is under emotional duress because he's a douchebag.
His existence is emotional duress. It gives me emotional duress.
Yeah. Schneider said, according to the agreement, Mansell owned them, and they remained his until they were sold. Johnson said that Law sold them and explained that it is the same whether she sells it to corporate or people walking into the store. Johnson said again, Law sold the sets. Schneider asked Johnson where he thought the majority of the items were sold. Johnson said a majority were bought by people walking in the door. Johnson estimated they had about 15 Star Wars sets and maybe 30 to 40 minifigures that had strings around them and dots on them. Johnson asked Schneider if he understood that Law either sold things to customers or to corporate to pay for her debt. Johnson said that Law owes Mansell all the money money because under the eyes of the law, Law sold them and was solely responsible for the agreement, and they can't rope people into that agreement who did not sign onto that agreement. Snyder asked if besides stealing from Mansell, Law also stole from them. Johnson said she did, but that corporate wasn't going to go after that because they'd settled all their issues. And she had given them everything in the store. When Mansell sets and everything else, which was Mansell sets and everything else within the store. Johnson said that Mansell sets accounted for only a small percentage. Johnson said that Mansell had told them that Law had a separate storage unit, but that Johnson, had no knowledge of it. Johnson
Matt
went on.
McNeff also said that there was less than $30,000 of inventory in the store.
Yes. Yeah. Which we know is bullshit, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yep. Johnson went on to say that if they went to court, they would say they were customers of Law because they forgave her debt, and in return, she gave them the inventory. Johnson said there was a bill of sale and that it had gone through the courts of Oregon. Johnson said nobody could do anything with this because Law sold it to corporate. Johnson reiterated that Law sold it and that she is the only one who signed it and that she is the only one responsible for that agreement. Johnson said he's not obligated to give Mansell anything. Johnson said that he bought the whole store from corporate after corporate bought it from Law. Johnson said again that he is not legally obligated to owe Mansell anything. Johnson
Wait,
said,
are they claiming that they bought the store from Law?
no. So he's saying here that that she sold it to corporate and they bought it from corporate.
Yeah, but she didn't sell to corporate. Corporate took it over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's probably just bullshit. It's probably just a lie because that's what it sounded like he's trying to say. It's like, oh,
No.
we bought it from her, so they're ours now.
Yeah, that's just his crazy, theory of like, well, it's the same as if somebody walked in and bought it. We bought it for that, whatever agreement or whatever. Which what you'll notice, we were talking about him like being contradicted. He seems to be like think that he's right, and he's just going to say anything because everything he says benefits him. So
Yes.
every contradictory statement is just him saying, well, I'm in the right, and here's why. Even if it doesn't make any sense, he's just it's people's self-righteousness. This is how that kind of person acts.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the arrogance on display, man. Johnson said he had not sold any of his stuff and held onto it for a reason. Johnson said 2 weeks ago he had a conversation with the CEO of BAM, calling Mansell and giving him the property. Johnson said Mansell started all his crazy stuff and has broken the law by selling Schneider because he sold goods that he does not own, committing fraud. Snyder suggests that they go after Law and get the sets back. Johnson said that he just did not want more damage to the store and that he and Best had done nothing wrong. Johnson said he is the victim here because Mansell is going nuts, writing things online, making threats to break into the store, come in and attack employees, steal the sets, write bad reviews, go on podcasts to badmouth them, sell the sets to Snyder, and now they are being attacked by him, Snyder. Johnson said he and Best had done nothing but try to run the store, and he is not obligated to Mansell for 1 cent. And if he were Mansell, he would have already taken him to court.
Bro, you're being attacked because you're just a fucking digital scumbag. That's why you're being attacked. You're being attacked for your actions. You're being attacked for the things that you're saying here. You fucking scumbag. You're just a fucking scumbag. I hate that guy. I'm the victim.
Yeah. Not a victim of nothing, man.
Keep going.
Yeah. Snyder says that he should get the sets back from Law. He goes over getting good reviews, made an apology from Mansell, and then they can go after Law. Johnson says they can't go after Law because corporate has an agreement with her that he has already gone through the courts, through mediation and arbitration, and that that is on record with the courts. He says they cannot go against court order and attack Law. Snyder says he guesses they will go after her. So after all the, I'll team up with you. On second thought, I couldn't do it. The video then changes to a second phone call, mid-conversation between Snyder and Johnson. Snyder says that Mansell's main concern was that they were aware they had stolen Legos 5 days before he showed up, then pretended they knew nothing about it, and that Law stole all of them, even though there were still some in the store. He went on to say that Mansell felt like he was in that he was in the dark, but some of it could have been bad communication. It might not have been bad intent, but he felt like he was lied to. Johnson responds that he did not know what Mansell knew, and that he did not think Mansell knew anything until he walked in the door that day, because Best had never mentioned anything to him. Oh, well, isn't that fucking convenient, right? Obviously he's lying, but
Yeah.
Go
you know,
figure.
but what he's telling him, right? Johnson said the day that Mansell showed up and surprised Best with the whole thing. He surprised Brandon. I don't know anything. You say mudo. I don't know speak. You know, he's like, he doesn't speak. He just make noises. Mute.
The fucking, what is it? The chef from fucking Muppets. Burger.
Yeah, the Swedish chef. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not doing his voice any justice. You have to do it really quiet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's better. Oh man, Johnson said the day Mansell showed up and surprised Best with this thing. Best was as surprised as he. Yeah, he was surprised. He's like, "Oh fuck, I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty." Best was as surprised as he. Johnson said he tried to do his due diligence, but Mansell did not like that because he felt like they were being deceitful, which Johnson said that they were not. Johnson said that before Mansell came into the store, he did not know that Mansell even existed. Bullshit, dude. You guys knew.
Nah.
You guys fucking knew. Brandon for sure fucking knew, right?
Emotional
And there's
duress.
no way. There's no way.
Josh knew, dude. He knew.
Of course he knew. Well, that's the thing, bro. Look, if they're taking over the store together, right? You think fucking they didn't talk about it beforehand? Oh yeah, I took over the store, and then I saw the shit in the back, and I played with my phone for a little bit. I was playing games on it.
It's got Flappy Bird. You know Flappy Bird. It's got.
You remember Flappy Bird? I have my phone got a copy of it, because you can't download it no more. You can't download it no more. It's not out there no more.
I got that.
He didn't know, man. So Johnson said he did not think Best knew either. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. Because he would have said something about Law having this consignment.
Oh shit! I hate this
Oh my
document.
gosh.
That may be the most line of him thinking the other guy is honest. There's no way he thinks that guy is honest.
Oh my
Look.
gosh, bro!
Brandon's nickname is Honest Brandon. Okay,
How much more is
I
left?
can vouch for him.
How
Oh,
much more is left?
we're only on page 18.
18.
Yeah, we got.
We're never gonna
we got
finish,
16
bro.
more
Let's
pages,
get
fool.
past this part at least.
No.
Before we wrap for tonight. Let's at least get past this part.
Oh no! There's so
Let's
much
do it.
transportation here. Let's go, bro. Oh man.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Oh, there's more.
Oh no.
Neither, because he would have said something about Law having this consignment. Johnson said there were no conversations between him and Best about the consignment before Mansell came into the store. I doubt that. I highly doubt
believe
that. Right?
I don't believe
Johnson
it.
explained that Best would not know because he had only met Law for 10 minutes while he escorted her out.
He tried to say corporate bought the fucking sets from her. What is he talking about?
The same Brandon who said, I never met Crystal. I never met her. I don't know who she is. Oh, is that Crystal?
I don't know
First
that
time I
Brian
seen her.
existed.
I didn't know Brian existed.
This is the first time I've seen her, even though there's a video out there.
The rental car. Oh
Was
my
together.
god.
Which, to be fair to Brad Wright, probably didn't know that those videos existed because he's retarded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that municipal
Still.
in court? I'm retarded.
Yeah. Schneider goes on to tell Johnson that Law told Best that Mansell had not yet been paid, and that if they were taken over, they would owe money to Mansell. Johnson responded that she was full of crap, and how would that ever come up? Johnson asked whether they think Law's foremost concern when the store was being taken over would be the consignment deal, or would it be where my purse and I am out of here. Snyder explained that he told Best that he was told Best was on the call with corporate. So I mean, this is the dumbest shit. This is one of the dumbest fucking things Josh has said. Oh, why would she be concerned about the consignment deal? I mean, her purse would probably be more important because, it's got her makeup in it and it's got her, her girl stuff. So wouldn't that be more important to Crystal? Because, she's a woman and that's probably the only thing she was concerned with, Why would she care about the consignment?
Do you want to see the funniest part about this?
To buy more makeup, obviously.
Go
ahead.
Duh.
Open up still 14 from Brandon photos.
Oh Lord!
I think I know who you're referring to.
Is this Brandon's OnlyFans?
I think I know the one you're referring to, Punky. Yeah, I think I know the one you're referring. Of Brandon's, right?
Yeah, Brandon's still 14.
OnlyFans.com. Brandon.
Still 14. Hold on,
they don't call me the best for nothing. Hell yeah.
Saint Seal.
They could have a joint channel, Best Johnson.
Oh,
shit. I got that, Pumpkin.
Their podcast name.
It should be the next one.
It's the Best Johnson. You get that, Aura? Because Johnson.
Yes, I understand.
It's a penis. It's just.
All right, so what he said was she wouldn't be worried about the consignment. She'd be worried about where's my purse. Now here's a picture of her purse while she's taking pictures of the consignment.
Yep.
Literally the opposite happened.
Can we zoom in over there on the cameras?
Yep. This is Brandon's picture. This is Brandon's picture.
Yes. Has anybody zoomed in and cleared up the camera work over there on the right?
I tried to zoom in, but it's so pixelated.
Somebody call CoffeeZilla.
I wanted to see if she was on there because, she abandoned her purse to go check on the consignment, and I bet if you could get a picture of those, you'll see her taking pictures.
This is so ridiculous, and this is Brandon's picture.
I don't know if I was hungry. I thought those were pizza boxes in her purse. I was like, oh, word.
Oh my god.
I actually want some pizza now.
Word. Good advertising.
Bro, like hearing bro, hearing this window liquor, reading this window liquor.
I just heard a hard R. What was that again?
Window liquor.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Bro,
I was about to give you a high five.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, gonna power through this. We're getting through this, chat.
You've been saying that for 2 hours.
I'm still trying here. This is hard, bro.
Honestly, when I started reading on stream, I realized how slow I am at reading. I'm like, man, I can't even get through 10 pages an hour.
Oh, yeah,
it's crazy.
All right, so it says here. So Johnson said there were no conversations between. Okay, before the consignment replied, they do. Okay, Johnson explained that for Best from the franchise showed up. Johnson explained that Best from the franchise showed up with the attorney who told Law that her franchise agreement. Fuck! What attorney? What attorney? The invisible one? Invisible Man? Fucking Esquire? The Invisible Man Esquire? Did you see this? Did you see this before, Punking? No. Johnson explained that Best from the franchise showed up with the attorney who told Law that her franchise agreement was canceled. The Invisible Man Esquire showed up with Brandon. As Brandon probably, could you imagine Brandon fucking goes in there, right? And he's like, yeah, Crystal, this is my attorney. And she's like, there's nobody there. No, he's right here. Look, this is Invisible Man Esquire, my attorney. He's representing myself in corporate. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
He introduces him, and then he's like, "Get back in that U-Haul. You get out of the frame. Get back in that U-Haul."
It's like,
It's like he's having a mental breakdown in court.
whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa,
Don't worry,
invisible
she
man.
didn't mean it. She didn't mean it.
Whoa,
Shh,
whoa,
shh,
invisible man. You should probably go wait in the U-Haul. Let me handle this. I think you're getting a little out of hand.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Your
Oh
Honor.
my god. Yeah. So this is so ridiculous, man.
Oh,
wow. Good lies, man. At this point, I mean, let's tally it up. Who do you guys think has told more lies at this point, Brandon or Josh? One in the chat
Josh, the piece
for
of
Josh,
shit.
two in the
Josh
chat
for
for
sure.
Brandon. This is
That's
crazy,
Josh.
man.
I think so. Somebody in the chat yesterday, they weren't making a case for Matt and Ammon, right? But they were like wondering. They kind of put a question out like obviously these guys are guilty, but how much has Josh and Brandon lied to Matt and Ammon or Ammon himself? And I pointed out like it really doesn't matter because they still took their side, and then Ammon's still the one that made these lies. He's still the one that did all this stuff. Still the one that said Ben made threats and whatnot. So it don't matter.
Yep.
But
Yep.
like me and you have pointed out, like, hey, like we know legally they have to present after this is all over if they want to go after Brandon and Josh, because they could say like our whole basis of this lawsuit was based off Brandon and Josh's word.
Yeah.
Which is insane, but you still made up lies. So
yeah,
that's crazy.
correct. Yeah. Look at this.
But then
So-
they have to defend like why did you take this side of these guys?
Yeah.
Which is
Look
just another whole freaking noodle mess.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this comment. Is the invisible attorney in the room with us now? I mean, he was probably in the room with Johnson when he was making that, when he was on that call with Ben, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Eric Rollins, for the 5. Appreciate the support. LOL, keep in mind he is telling police this guy and Ben are a crazy stalker guy trying to steal. Yeah, right. And he's saying stuff like this. Yeah, an attorney went with Brandon. Yeah, he was there when the store was seized. Oh my God. And that Bess was there to escort her out and take over the keys. Johnson said it was kind of a surprise to Law, but it wasn't a surprise. It was kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah, I can believe that it was a kind of surprise. Yeah, she was surprised that he came with an attorney. Could you? That'd be funny if you said it. It was kind of a surprise to Law, but it wasn't a surprise. And she left within 10 minutes and said that Law loaded up some of her stuff and then left. Okay, so none of the Legos now? Because remember that was part of the narrative too, that she took some of the shit out of the store. Remember?
She ransacked.
But now it was just some of her stuff.
Dude, this is all over the place, man.
It's so inconsistent, man. It's so ridiculous. Thank you again with the 2 Eric Rollins typo drinking. It's all good, man. Johnson said that was all of the communication there had been between Law and Best, and that there would not have been time for Law to say anything about a consignment deal. What the fuck? Yeah, there was no time. In 10 minutes? 10 minutes wouldn't be enough time?
2 hours, man.
There wouldn't be enough. No, but let's just say, right? Let's grant it for a moment, right? Let's grant for a moment that they were only in the store together for 10 minutes, right? Just let's humor it, right? Let's grant it for a second. In 10 minutes, she couldn't explain that there was items in the consignment. Really? When there's a video where in less than a minute, she's saying, hey, there's a consignment deal between this guy, or in a minute's time, right? She's explaining that there's a consignment deal and that she needs tickets to make sure that this guy gets paid, right? There's literally a video of it. But somehow 10 minutes would not be enough time. It's that'd be too much time, to explain a consignment deal when there's literally a 1-minute video, a 1 minute and 10-second video of her talking to somebody, that being Kai from corporate, about the consignment with Brandon right in front of her. Josh is really, 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 really fucking retarded.
Been trying to tell you.
Johnson said his
Breaking
knowledge.
news, water is wet.
Yeah, Johnson said that his knowledge that it was
Water
correct.
is not wet. Water is the property that makes other
suck
people
me
wet.
sideways, okay? Shut the hell
Johnson
up.
said that.
Let me have it. Let me
So
have
to
it.
his knowledge, it was correct. Okay. Schneider also confirmed that
I'm
Best.
trying to fit in. Okay.
Schneider also confirmed that Best knew nothing about a consignment. Johnson responded, correct. How would he? Schneider asked whether corporate had told Best that he would be taking over the consignment. Johnson responded by asking how corporate would know about the consignment.
Maybe the system, maybe social media.
Oh man!
How would corporate know what's going on in the corporate offices?
How would corporate know?
How would corporate know what's going on with their own company? What?
How would corporate know about the consignment? There's no way corporate would know about the consignment.
Lick my balls, dude.
There's no way corporate would know about the consignment. How would they? How would they? How would they know?
Yeah, that's fine.
How would they know? I don't know. How is that possible? I don't know. I don't know. How would they know? How would they know, guys? How would they possibly know?
These are ones that
Oh, Rose,
Oh,
thank you for the 2.
Lord.
It gets worse. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
and if I don't have my tickets, I will.
How would they know? Jeez, I don't know. It's a mystery.
You're a
absolute
mystery,
mystery.
John. You're a mystery. Oh,
Oops. Oops.
take on the business, take on all that consignment.
Oops.
Emotional duress.
Oops.
I feel
Butterfingers.
threatened.
I feel threatened.
Oh, man. Schneider goes on to tell Johnson that Law told Best that Mansell had not yet been paid, and that if they were taken over, they would owe money to Mansell. Johnson responded that she was full of crap. And how would that ever come up? Johnson asked, okay, no, we already went over this part, right? When taking over the consignment deal would be, the purse. Schneider explains that he was told that Best was on a call with corporate during which they discussed the consignment deal. With corporate, Johnson said Best was on a call with Adam. We know now that that's actually Kai, because Law did not know who Best was, but knew Adam, which is actually Kai. Said that Adam was explaining to Law that Best was there and the corporate was taking over the store, and that it was not a conversation about Mansell or the consignment. Yeah. Okay. Johnson denied that the consignment was ever discussed. Yeah. Aged super poorly. Thank you, Eric Rollins, again for the 2. How would they know? Then employee 2 speaks. Okay. Johnson went on to say that they were there to take over the store. Johnson said, could you imagine if Josh adds himself to the story? I was there. I was there. I was waiting in the U-Haul.
Yeah.
I was waiting the U-Haul to rob the place.
Johnson said that consignment was in violation of the franchise agreement, and that no BAM is supposed to do consignment. He said that Law having that consignment was against the rules, so no one would ever believe or consider that there was a consignment, because that is not how BAM operates. He said that if Law did say anything about a consignment, it wouldn't mean anything to Bess, because he was just there to take the keys and make sure Law didn't damage anything on her way out the door. Johnson said that at the time the sets were on the shelves and the minifigures were in the cases. Johnson said they conducted an inventory without knowing the sets and such minifigures were Mansell's. Johnson talks about the condition of the store and the filth and garbage left behind by Law. Johnson commented that he highly doubted that the final minutes of Law being in the store, she would have mentioned the Lego deal. Johnson thought even if the conversation did occur, it would have registered with someone, because BAM does not do consignments. Wow. Lying through his teeth, or again, a situation where nobody's talking to anybody to get their fucking story straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could be both.
So, could be both, right? And again, Johnson said they conducted an inventory without knowing that the minifigures were Mansell's. Again, so we have another instance where somebody says there was an inventory conducted, yet nobody's ever seen it. It's never been given to Crystal. This magical inventory that was done, when was it? It was done the night of the seizure, but yet never provided. When did it happen? Nobody knows. Schneider asked Johnson when he found out that there were stolen sets. When he found out they were stolen sets, Johnson remarks that they are not stolen. Johnson said that they found out about a consignment deal the day Mansell walked in the door. Johnson explained that he was in the back on phone calls and Best was in the front of the store. He said Mansell walked in the door and hit Best from left field with his consignment deal. Snyder confirmed with Johnson that this was both his and Best's first time finding out about the consignment, and Johnson said it was bullshit. Johnson said he went out to the front and Best was talking to Mansell. Best tried to quickly catch him up on what was going on. Johnson said he told Mansell offhand that they could honor the agreement, do the consignment, and pay him. Johnson said Mansell was being really aggressive and questioned himself as to why Mansell was acting like this. He said that Mansell handed him the agreement and that he went to take a call and read the agreement. Johnson said that he was shocked because they don't do consignments and the situation seemed fishy, and Mansell is getting anxious, defensive, and emotional. Johnson said they would gather up Mansell's things but needed a day or two to figure things out. Johnson said that Mansell reacted by saying that they were stealing his stuff. Mansell said he had an agreement with Bam, and Best replied that they did not sign anything and explained that Law signed the agreement and the agreement is not binding on them. Well, too bad for Best, right? For Brandon Best in the situation because of what was said on that video. And again, the termination letter, which is an actual document that shows that they would take over the consignment.
Yep.
So
The phone call.
Yep, the phone call and that document, right?
Yeah.
So Johnson said Mansell thought the agreement was signed with BAM, but it was not. But it was signed through Laws LLC. Johnson said that because of this, Mansell thought that the agreement would transfer over, but that is not how agreements work. Johnson said Mansell then started demanding stuff on a list. Johnson said that Mansell said there was $200,000 on the list. Johnson said that when they took over the store, they assessed the inventory at around $40,000 for the entire contents of the store. Johnson said
numbers are everywhere. 40,000 now.
Yep, now it's 40,000, right? 6,000 at one point, 40,000.
Yeah, and then
Eamon said at one point it was between 4,000 and 5,000.
And then
Yeah.
like Brandon told Matt that it was less than 30,000.
Yep.
Like, where's your numbers at, guys?
Yep,
Who's
nobody's
doing
consistent with the numbers. Johnson said that it sounded ridiculous that Mansell would be coming to the store saying that amount. Johnson said he wanted to figure it out and have time to read the agreement, but Mansell got mad and started swearing at him. Johnson said he may have been dismissive at first, but the situation seemed ridiculous. Schneider talks about Mansell's perspective of seeing that his items were stolen and maybe directing his anger at the wrong person. Johnson said he could understand why Mansell would be upset and that Mansell got screwed. Schneider asked Johnson if he wanted Mansell to apologize for putting that anger towards them instead of Law. Johnson replied, yeah, for attacking them.
So now he's
sending
playing
the
victim.
police. Yep. Again, par for the course, right? Oh, look at what they're doing to me. Look at what they're doing to me. What about me? What about my
No one
feelings?
cares. No one cares about your
You know,
feelings.
look at that sign across the street from my house.
Yeah, go
Why
shove
is
your
it
head in
there?
a fucking boiling pot
It's
of
a
mac
lie.
and cheese. Go fuck off.
And it hurts my feelings. My head is too big for my body. My teeth are too small for my mouth. You know,
Oh my god, that fucking
listen,
fucking asshole.
all right. Snyder asked if you wanted to, Mansell apologize putting the anger towards them instead of Law. Johnson replied, yeah, attacking them for sending the police and sending people to threaten and murder them. Never happened. Never happened. Right? Snyder said that he had a conversation with Mansell, and he said that they had asked if they could do a full inventory of the store, and that Johnson, responded that the contract looked good and they would need to take them to court. Johnson said that Mansell came in the door saying there was $200,000 worth of inventory in the store, but their inventory only showed $20,000 in the store. Now it's $20,000. So again, number keeps jumping around, keeps changing. And the shelves were bare.
Yeah.
The shelves were bare. Oh, and also look, the store shelves were empty, and it seemed ridiculous. Johnson said Mansell started accusing them of stealing, which Johnson responded to by saying that he had not stolen anything from Mansell. Johnson said Mansell said he had stolen and was going to call the police, and told Mansell to call the police. Johnson said he did not steal anything and talked about Schneider accusing him of stealing his stuff and denied it. Schneider talks from Mansell's perspective, saying that if you buy stolen goods, they are still the property of the person for whom they were stolen. Schneider says Mansell can come in and claim the property because that is what the law says. Johnson replies no, and that if that were the case, he needed to go see all the people that law sold things to. Schneider attempts to explain the law. Johnson explained that is not stolen because there was an agreement, and it is a civil matter, not a criminal matter. Johnson said that if they were going to be hostile, to take him to court. Schneider says it will take Mansell 3 years for any court settlement and cost about $70,000, and Mansell cannot go that route. Johnson said that Mansell needs to sue the correct party, and that would be law, not him and Best. Schneider said he thought that Mansell would go after law for the 90% she has and the 10% that he and Best still have. Johnson says that he has 10 to 15 sets sitting there, and that if Mansell got a judgment against him, he would give them to him. Johnson said that if Mansell had not become accusatory and that he and Best knew nothing about it, of course, Johnson was going to dig his heels in. Schneider said that Mansell told him in a conversation today that he felt bad about it, and he didn't know that they did not know about the deal. Schneider felt that Mansell had never heard Johnson's full story and had a new perspective at this point, and maybe things were just badly communicated to him. Schneider said that Mansell was open to apologizing. A new video begins, and it appears to have been taken outside of the BAM corporate office. Schneider and Mike and an unidentified male who appears to be with BAM. Schneider asked to speak with Matt, and the male tells him they're not getting Matt and asks several times what they need. Schneider tells the male that he wanted to talk about some Legos they were holding on to for them. The male asked who they are, and Schneider replies with some friends. Some friends. The video is edited and jumps ahead, and the male asks again what they want. Schneider tells the male that they are holding they're holding some of their Legos. The male denies this, and Schneider asks him if that is a lie. So this is when he was talking to Eamon, right? The male responds to no and says he is asking them questions because they are harassing him. Okay. So we're here at page 20. I think this is where we'll wrap it for tonight. I'm sure it's going to get a lot worse. We'll continue this tomorrow. Hey. We're past time for today. Yeah,
Thanks
this is
partying with us, folks.
This is fucked, man. This is so ridiculous. This whole thing is just.
We need to bring snacks next time.
There's so many contradictions and lie in this. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I'm sure there's so many more that we're gonna see when we go over the rest of this tomorrow. This is so ridiculous, man. It is. I'm glad that this was released though.
Oh yeah.
For those of you that join, if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications so you guys can catch the stream tomorrow. Yeah, because we're going to go over the rest of this shit. We appreciate you guys, though.
Also, before we hop off, I was reading the chat earlier, and it went on for a minute, and we talked about this on my stream, John. But just like the chat, no, I don't have a lawsuit right now against Bam or Josh or Brandon or a GoFundMe or any of that. But the way I've been helping is actually. I've received some notice that it's been good that I actually don't have a lawsuit against them, and I've been able to speak out, especially on these people's characters. So I don't care about the money as long as I can help out. I don't know how much I've been able to help out. I don't know if it's been a small impact or a big impact, but I know that some people it's helped them out. Understand who these people are, and
the best thing evidence like this continue to come out is again it just further corroborates everything. It shows their character on full display, the lies, the contradictions yet again. Mm-hmm. It furthers everything
kind of retells how shitty these people are too, a little bit. In case you forgot, you forgot the daily dose of Josh and Brandon.
Yes.
The pieces of shit.
It's a reminder. It's a reminder of who we're dealing with here. Yeah. It's a big reminder once again of who we're dealing with here. Eric Rawlings, thank you again for the 2. Appreciate it. Well, it gets way worse for Bam. Oh, I'm sure. And
your mic, John.
Oh, I'm sure it gets way worse for them. I'm sure we're going to be going over it, tomorrow. We're going to see how much worse it can get for them. But it's, again, this everything again that's been said. We see it. We see it corroborated here.
Yeah, it
Ben
is.
and Brian call you as a character witness. Really, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'd be okay being a witness. It's fine. Like I'll do whatever I have to do to put these people for justice to prevail.
Yeah, there has to be some freaking, accountability, man. This is so ridiculous, man. The boldface lying and the stuff that Josh says, how Brandon didn't know. It's like, dude, and Brandon knows. I have a hard time believing that Brandon didn't tell you stuff. I mean, it's possible, right? Because they're liars. So liars are going to lie to each other too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to lie to each other too. So maybe it's possible Brandon didn't tell him anything. You know what I mean? Didn't give him the heads up. Because these guys lie so much. Yeah, it's possible, but God, man, these guys, it's
Hateful.
fuck these guys, man. Seriously, man. So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Hope you guys will have a fantastic Friday evening. But we're gonna get through the rest of this shit tomorrow. But here's the outro song. Again, hope you guys will like the video. That'll help tremendously. Appreciate all you guys being here. Thank you for the continued support. We're going to continue to cover this until there's accountability for these motherfuckers. And this shit like this kind of relights the fire for me, man. Seeing this stuff.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It really does.
That's what's up.
So we're gonna keep carrying on with this. But
Dude,
we'll catch you guys on the stream
sleep.
tomorrow. Be on the lookout. Yeah, be on the lookout for that. We're gonna put Relic to bed.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
All right. You guys have a great night.
Is it so good? Okay. Good night, guys.
Bye.